God damn it! Can you
I hit record after he said so earlier, and it's just like, all you get at the end is just earlier. Like what? I'm sorry.
Okay, so earlier when I was in the bathroom, you know how I used to have the infinity mirror going, just like constantly going.
Yeah.
I was imagining like, what if you had some picture of someone's face like melting? Everyone would be like walking and going, "What the hell is this?" While they're taking a piss, and that one guy on drugs would be like, "Oh my god!"
There was this one time when we were tripping on acid, and it was back at
Why you be tripping?
at well, we wanted to,
You talking about
and we knew where to get really good stuff.
Yeah,
So we went. So it was like around like Thanksgiving time, and I took 2 hits of these like really good fucking acid, and I walked into the bathroom, and this was over at the other house.
The old house?
Yeah, and I walk into the bathroom, and you know how the downstairs bathroom is like yellow, like butter yellow. Dude, it looked like literally melting butter pouring down the fucking walls in that fucking bathroom. I was just.
What if you're like staring at it going,
And I was like
That's
looking
cool.
at the mirror and like I could see the
Is this
fucking
how
butter melting on the
popcorn
walls
feels?
behind me. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like it was just really fucking wild, man. And then like the tile floor was big ass fucking Belgian waffle because of the squares.
What if-
And there was like mini squares floating inside the squares that were spinning in circles. And like
what if you're like sliding on the wall and someone walked in? What the fuck are you doing? It's a slip and slide, bro.
watch. Hey! Like he literally just like,
And he
throws
just
himself on the wall. Yay!
You just slide to the floor and you're like,
Look at me, I'm syrup. Woo.
He could be honey too, you know.
Nah, Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima, the microwave. We have this. All right, so did y'all know that they make this kind of fucking syrup like containers where the bottle tells you when it's hot enough in the microwave?
I've never seen the ones that say they're hot enough. I've seen the ones where it's like,
That mic thing. This
I know it's broken.
Arm right here, it's broken, and that on that part.
I know I was there.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, I broke it.
Yeah, I haven't seen those, but I've seen.
You need to pull your mic closer.
Jeez, dude, you feel so far
Yeah,
away.
I know.
Like I looked to my side and I'm like, where the hell did he go? And I'm like, oh hey, he's right there next to me.
I haven't seen the ones that say when it's hot enough, but I've seen the ones that they're shaped like a woman.
That's because you're filling
I've
them
seen
up.
that.
Yeah. Brings me back to Aunt Jemima.
What's up?
Just let him keep talking. Is he on 3?
Yeah.
Don't ignore me.
That's why. Sorry, technical difficulties here.
I cannot
No,
be silenced.
We got a new guy on.
No, I turned him down because earlier when he cackled, it cracked the whole thing.
You cannot silence
Don't turn
me.
down the gain. Only turn down the volume.
Oh, okay.
Tonight on Nights of Hyperion, Ling-Ling gets a lesson on audio.
Ling-Ling
Earth's-
gets his asshole fucked.
So
Please don't.
So you don't really, you don't fuck with the gain. Leave the gain as it is. Mess with more of the.
Okay. What are you doing over there?
What?
You
the
Jew?
It's more of the volume than anything, and he should
Concentrating.
be on 3.
You concentrating your coin powers?
You should be on 3. So
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
touch this. Never touch this. Leave
Yeah,
this as
I'm
it
touching
is.
it right now.
Huh?
I'm touching it right now.
You know what I mean, you fucking asshole. Sorry, we got a new guy on the audio who's monitoring the levels of everything. Our old guy has been MIA. We haven't really heard from him
It's better than KIA.
or AFK.
True.
GG. Enough about that.
What if he's like eating profusely like donuts? And he's like not physically active, so he's away from kinesiology.
What?
So it's like the study of being healthy and shit like that, like working out correctly.
Just disconnect him.
Like
right,
head.
just go over our heads.
Yeah, just straight,
Joke's on y'all, I have the knobs.
straight over the head. Don't even like
Might fix your hairdo.
she didn't even like bother to touch the head.
She went straight for biting.
I guess. I mean, if you've ever been with somebody that decided to chew, well,
It's better than taking blowjob literally.
what is that from? That's from like a movie or some shit.
Probably. I wouldn't be
Like,
surprised.
she just blew on it. And she thought it was doing stuff. I didn't know how to tell her just not to stop doing it, just to put her mouth on it. She was just blowing on it.
I'm trying to think of a movie that is, but I can't recall.
I think it's
off the top
from
of
a
my
movie.
It probably is. I wouldn't be surprised.
It does sound oddly.
It sounds familiar, doesn't it?
Yes.
There was something I saw, like a trailer for like the guy that did no, it's a new Netflix series about the guy who started National Lampoon. Did you see that? It's like a trailer for it.
No.
And it's pretty much the creator telling a story, and then there's just like the entire series is a reenactment, and like the main character is played by Will Forte from Last Man on Earth. And
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
It looks so fucking good, dude. I cannot wait to fucking watch it. It looks amazing.
No, I haven't
It's
heard of
gonna
it
be
though.
fucking funny. Huh?
I haven't heard of it though.
Dude, look it up. I don't remember what it's called. Just National Lampoon Netflix original. Just Google that. I'm pretty sure you'll find it. Because it looks fucking hilarious. It looks really good.
Talking about Netflix though, just seeing the fact that we went on the lesser legal anime sites, finding out that season 2 of Seven Deadly Sins,
Right.
freaking Violet Evergarden's coming out.
So everybody waiting for the second season, the second actual full season of Seven Deadly Sins, and everybody that's waiting for Violet Evergarden. If you don't know what Violet Evergarden is, it looks like this.
It looks beautiful as fuck.
It's so like, go to Tumblr. I know you're afraid of going to Tumblr, but
I'm fucking terrified.
but
You are.
I
I've seen yours before.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I'm definitely terrified.
Yeah, I've seen yours. So go to Tumblr.
I'm scared to go to
And
my
then-
Tumblr in public.
We don't talk about that.
I know.
So you go whenever you go to Tumblr, just go to the search bar, search Violet Evergarden, not Evergreen, Evergarden.
Why does it have both names then? Is it just a bad translation?
I have no idea.
Because I've learned it's Evergreen.
Evergarden,
I know it's Evergarden now because of Kiss Anime.
but look it up, dude. It's like,
I was the one that got y'all into it, like checking it out.
yeah, like it's fucking mind blowing, and the animation is beautiful. It's like movie quality.
That's the show we were going to watch when you came back. You were like, I'm not going to even talk about that top banner ad. It was like,
What was the top banner ad?
it's like, play
like
the best hentai game in the
Best
world.
uncensored hentai game.
I mean, if you want to play hentai games, go to nutaku.net.
Hey,
Yes.
we're going to
Yes.
talk about the fact I showed that to you.
Dude, I mean, I don't look okay, and I didn't judge you the first time. We just weren't very open about that stuff yet.
It wasn't until Onicon.
Onicon changed the world.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm looking at you.
Don't judge me.
What are you talking about? We never saw him the whole entire time.
I know. You're playing Magic
I
the entire
was.
time.
We were bored out of our
I'm
minds.
so sorry.
We walked to Pizza Hut that day.
Dude, we did. It was like 4 blocks down,
So
and
sorry.
we just like.
It was even, I think it was like 4 miles or something.
Like, we just like that's when Ling-Ling and I connected, and we pulled our foreskins together.
You docked.
I was like, that's when we docked.
It's a good metaphor of how close we've become.
I pulled my foreskin over his.
Why
I
should
should
it be
be
the other
pulling
way
mine over
around?
yours.
I'm the man in this relationship.
I'm not gonna say anything to that.
That's right.
Neither gonna confirm nor deny these.
Right.
Just like a
Right.
good
Confirm
dishwasher.
Nor deny.
Oh my god.
What?
I said just like a good dishwasher. Oh god. So earlier today we went to the Japan House opening because they had the grand opening for it. And then these little tiny oven mitts that Vito tried putting his hand inside. He couldn't get it to fit at all. He's like, who the hell's supposed to wear this? I'm like, I hope my dishwasher can wear it. And he just walks away going, I don't know you. I'm like, I'm sorry, my jokes are so outdated.
This is why. This is why we don't bring you out in public.
Today I had one of those sudden realizations of why I don't have very many friends in public.
This is why we leave you in the basement.
You unplug it, go for it.
But what do we call it? Mead of the week?
Mead me at.
Huh?
I said mead me at.
Mead me at midnight.
Yeah, there we go.
Are we just gonna make noises for the rest of to make up our own language?
The past 15 minutes is us been making gargling sounds. you get the TLDR version.
Well, that's 15 minutes. It's just been us gargling mouthwash.
That's called the Charlie Sheen. Instead of gargling
All
as
right,
well.
so instead of beer of the week, we're actually drinking.
Actually, meet me at the podcast.
Never mind.
Oh, here's a gun cock.
Remember when smartphones first came out and they had those really stupid apps like the gun
Yes.
cocking
No.
app,
Oh
with,
my
like,
God,
the police
yes.
sirens,
That
and,
one-
and the fucking
The
The
beer
ghost
drinking one?
The ghost detector.
The beer drinking one?
yeah,
Yes.
there's those fucking
The Zippo app.
Oh
the
my god, yes.
the sound app, the sound clips of like the
The Wilhelm scream.
Arnold, like I can't think of what they're called.
Soundboards?
Yeah, that one.
Those are the best, though.
Yeah,
They had
actually.
those.
The Wilhelm
like
scream.
So what happened to all of those? Did we just get too advanced and started playing idle games on our phone now?
Yes.
Or
That and match threes.
Exactly what happened.
I mean, I play an idle game on my phone.
That and match threes.
and Skullgirls.
You play Skullgirls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He got into it recently.
Who's your fighter? Who's your favorite fighter?
Right now, I just recently unlocked.
If your answer's not Big Band, no.
Do you play Big Ben, the actual game, though?
Yes.
Hey, he's a beast.
It's a fucking monster.
I know he's a beast. I actually unlocked some new combos for him.
I like
You
the
and me both.
Dude, the mobile game is
fucking
fucking
love
amazing.
him.
I like the Egyptian.
Are you
chick.
playing the mobile game?
Yeah, I did play it and then deleted it to make space, but I
dude,
still
it's
have
good.
it. Yeah.
It's really fucking good.
I like the actual fighter game though.
The fighter game is very complicated.
It's supposed to be complicated.
Very complex.
It also has,
combo moves.
it has infinites in there too.
Like, but I mean,
That's like one of the reasons why Skullgirls is actually hated because of the infinites.
really?
Yeah. Because the last thing people want is to be stuck in an infinite combo. They want to be able to get out. That's why Blaze Blue, Guilty are because they're burst mechanics.
Yeah.
That's why they excelled so much in that category.
Ah. What was I saying?
You were talking about you're hyping up Skullgirls. Yeah.
Well, I'm just hyping up the mobile game. It's just a lot of fun. I think it's good.
The Ninja Turtles are about to come out for Injustice 2.
Do they come out next week or what?
I think so.
Do they really have the... No, that's just a drawn picture.
No, that is just
So
a picture.
So how are they going to work?
You select one Ninja Turtle
Because from
out
what
of a drop-down menu.
we're talking about DJ Square and we're talking about it. Apparently, you can customize it to where you can be like one of them playing as another. Apparently, I don't know how it's going to work. So can you constantly change, or is it one pick and that's forever?
You can constantly change. It's once you
So it's like skins, or is it?
once you pick the character in the character selection screen, it goes to a drop-down menu and you select which turtle you want to be.
Oh, okay, that's not
Yeah.
too bad. Because what it first sounded like is you choose one and you're permanently stuck with that one. I'm like, fuck no.
I know, I would have hated that.
Everyone would have hated of.
So you get to pee all of them, right?
Not at once, but
Well, obviously not at
All
once. but
seven
you
of
can
them,
be-
right?
You can be.
all 32.
Yeah, right. Well, there's like skin where you be April.
So Leonardo shouldn't be there.
Why?
What if Master Shredder was
Is
a
it-
skin
is
for
it Leo
Wolverine?
or Donatello that?
Why?
The one that left for this drug addiction? Yeah.
No, one of them died.
Are you keeping it comic canon or are you keeping it fighter game? Here you
Comic
Ben.
canon.
Okay, that's probably your problem.
I'm sorry. One of them died. I think it was Leonardo that no, or it was Leonardo or Donatello that died.
I have
Did he fall
no
on his
idea.
back?
No, he was jumped
He got
jumped
stuck
by
on his
the
back.
Foot Clan, and then he fell on his back.
He got stuck on his back. No one helped him.
No, but no, yeah, he was actually like set up for a trap by the Foot Clan, and like the Foot Clan killed him. They beat him to death. Really fucking brutal.
Why didn't he just hide in his shell?
Do you think those big ass fucking legs and arms are gonna fit in his shell?
Yes.
He is a turtle, technically.
He's a turtle. It's
But
designed for that.
He's a humanoid. He's a humanoid turtle.
No, he's
He's a
an
mutant turtle, man.
I don't give a shit.
That means his
mutant
mutant arms
turtle.
can fit
What's the point
inside
of
of his
being a
mutant
turtle,
shell. That means his mutant arms can fit inside of his mutant shell.
Yeah. Just make it just. Oh, so his body changes, but no, the shell is just like
His
we're
nat-
not gonna. It's not gonna change.
his
It's not gonna change to adapt.
his natural protection can't adapt to it.
Yeah.
Is-
It's not gonna adapt to fit your humanoid body. Nah,
That's exactly what happened.
it's bullshit.
They just sneezed on him and he
That poor
died.
Turtle. That poor turtle man. He's just
Turtle
like
man could not get back into it.
Dude, every time I think of Turtle Man, I think of that stupid show where he's like, live action.
What?
There's this.
what are you talking about?
Okay, so they're doing a bunch of work behind my house because I used to have this old golf course behind it.
Yeah.
And whenever they're doing all the work, like we had a bunch of turtles walking to our backyard. This is when I found out what a soft shell turtle was.
A what?
Soft shell? You know what that is?
Hmm.
You know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, well, for those who don't, imagine it's like a turtle where it looks like its shell melted and it's like really flat.
You have told me this story. I remember this.
I have a
story.
fear of turtles now.
Why? Because the soft shell also bites.
Yes, they
Really hard?
Yes. So I grabbed it from the backside.
Vito, I know our new Halloween costume.
I saw that neck jump to my hand. I dropped that immediately. I went inside. I'm like, nope. And then I figured out later on it was a soft shell. And apparently, if they would have bit me, they can actually remove fingers.
Yes.
So I almost lost a thumb that day.
Definitely our new Halloween costume.
So my
Wait, turtles?
Turtles.
so my dad to this day likes to mess around with me about the fact that I don't like soft shell turtles anymore. He's like, Ling-Ling learned the hard way not to mess with them. I'm like, heck yeah, I did. I ain't messing with those things anymore.
Wow.
And then one day, do you know how big snapping turtles can get?
Yes. Holy shit. Yes.
Have I shown you that photo before?
No.
Okay, so you know those old radio flyer wagons
Yeah.
Yes.
where it said radio and flyer? Like,
Yeah, the movie?
stop that. The wagons.
No, the movie.
Stop that. The wagons.
The
Not
movie.
Radio the movie.
No. I'm not, no. I'm literally not trying to make a joke. Like there's a movie called Radio Flyer. It starred Elijah Wood as a little kid, and it's about him and his little brother and Radio Flyer, and has I saw a long fucking time ago.
I've actually never heard of this movie, so I thought you were making a joke.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
I haven't heard of
I
that
liked
movie
Radio.
Radio's not a bad movie.
I liked Radio.
either. That's just your response. I liked Radio.
Radio is a good movie. That's not where we're
There's
going with
a movie
this.
called Radio Flyer. It starred
But-
Elijah Wood as a little kid.
But do you know the wagon, though?
Yeah.
Like how radio and flyer
Yes,
took up
yes,
the whole entire
yes.
side?
Yes.
Mhm.
Imagine, like, one of those words was the link of the snapping turtle. No. This.
Oh, the length of the entire Radio Flyer.
No, just one of the words. It was like that big.
So a
Like radio or flyer.
life-size Radio Flyer. So
Yeah, the wagon.
Radio Flyer.
Yeah.
And the wagon's about this fucking big.
Yeah. It took up
So-
one of the words. Yeah. That was the shell.
That was a big ass turtle.
Fuck yeah.
Fun fact, you can catch a snapping turtle with dog food.
Snapping turtles are very scary too because those can also
Yeah.
remove fingers.
Yeah.
That one could have removed a whole hand if it tried to. So what we did was, my dad and I, we took 2 shovels and pried it up. The thing almost bit my dog at the time. Like, it was just, my dog was like barking at it. And it's like,
Was this before they built houses behind your house?
yeah. This is before like they were doing all the work, and then everything started fucking up. Which is another story for that. I'll go into in a second. So my dad and I, we pried it up, and we managed to get into the wagon, and we just like rolled it out to our gutter, and we just put it in there. You see this whole thing just go. You hear it as it hits the water at the bottom. So we're pretty sure right now it's probably eating pizza. It has like muscular arms and speaks the human language. But what do we know?
Speaks surfer.
doing fucking Orisa poses.
Why do I imagine it's like playing with a puppy?
No parking.
System
No
error.
parking.
System error. And then the
No
last one
parking.
was.
Effie would not like this.
So do you remember that night we? Do you remember that time we had all those bees at your place? Or
Yeah,
at
the night we were tripping.
This place, sorry.
Yeah, the night we were tripping.
Do you remember I told you how all those bees came to my house that one day?
Yeah.
That was during the time we were doing like construction. All these bees flew to our house, settled there for about maybe 3 or 4 hours. They were bothering the crap out of us. They were coming out of our lights in our kitchen. Do I need to mess with anything? Okay, they're coming out of lights in our kitchen. We were killing like 4 and 5 of them just to keep them from stinging us. 3 or 4 hours later, they were just gone. It's because they disturbed their natural habitat.
It's the
Oh, yeah.
plague.
That's what happens.
Yeah, you piss them off. They piss other people off. So they went to our house, and then they were gone a few days later.
That used to happen over at the old house. There would just randomly be a giant swarm of bees. I'd be in the kitchen, like washing my hands, getting a drink, or doing the dishes, and I'd look up, and randomly there'd be a big ass swarm of bees. Like, you remember at the old house when you're that big ass kitchen window that they had?
Yeah.
And if you would look there's a fence and the bayou behind it, and then to the right corner of the backyard, there's a tree that hung over from the neighbors. So, and then we also had there was also that archery too. But yeah, right in that little section, there would be this giant, like, I mean, fucking giant, probably about the size of those 2 scrolls behind you put together, swarm of spread out bees. And we're just like, what the fuck? No idea why, but I guess it makes sense if, like, they probably had their home disturbed and they had to go somewhere.
They're pissed
So
off.
they had to take the queen somewhere, so.
There was a time when I was younger. We were hanging out at Cullen Park, and I left a Sunkiss out. I remember the drink because it's really funny. So whenever I was drinking it, I felt something fuzzy on my teeth. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I pour it out. Like 3 bees fall out of it. They crawled in because of the sugar.
Like a Sunkist, like you had the soda in a glass?
No, it was in the can. They crawled into the
Oh,
can.
you called in?
And I felt something fuzzy on my teeth. I'm like, what the hell? And I pour it out, and boop, boop, boop. 3 little bees pop out. I'm like, God.
And they were dead.
No, they were like,
They're drunk off sugar. Man-made sugar syrups.
what I imagine, like, let's go.
You see it scratching its neck.
With its like hind leg, it's like,
Fucking bees. They're everywhere.
bees are assholes.
But they're very important to our survival as human beings.
I'm talking about like pointless, like talking about important.
They're not pointless.
No, I'm talking about like adding to like the important survival.
Like, they're very fucking important to
No,
our
it just
fucking...
like it reminded me of the opposite. Okay, so you know mosquito hawks aren't actual mosquito hawks, right?
No, they eat mosquitoes.
They don't.
They don't.
No, they're actually pointless as shit.
You
know that, right?
They're what? You said poisonous?
Pointless.
No, I'm talking to TamTam. Like, he's laughing over there because he knows. All right, so what are they? I want you to join this conversation. You're kind of quiet over there.
No, I'm thinking something else, but
know,
continue
if you-
because
if you
I'm
They're
ready
see-
for a segue.
I think they're actually male mosquitoes. I think what it is because I think the females are the only ones that sting.
So
I wanna
if
say they're
you
male
see
mosquitoes.
A mosquito hawk. This is a PSA for everybody who owns a pet, like a dog or a cat. If you see a mosquito hawk in your fucking house, kill it or let it outside.
No, what I do is
No, listen. If your dog eats it or if your cat eats it, if that thing eats it, it will produce worms in your dog and your pet.
I never heard of that before.
Yeah, no, they're very harmful and they can make your cat or dog really sick if they eat it. It'll produce worms inside their stomach.
So you know that
It'll give it worms. Like,
I've never heard of that story.
No, yeah, it's that's why
But-
they're like, if I ever see one, I see Charlie playing with some shit, I was like, what the fuck? And I just fucking kill it.
My old dog used to eat them all the time. She'd hunt them down. Just, but this,
No,
but
give your dog worms.
I was talking to my girlfriend about it because she's like, no, it's a mosquito hawk. They eat mosquitoes. I'm like, that's not actually true. They're actually really pointless. Like, so what I do is I either let them outside or if I find a spot.
Okay, so if they're so pointless, I don't mean to cut you off, but if they're so fucking pointless, then what the fuck do they do then?
They're literally pointless.
What do they do? What do you know what they do?
Yeah,
What do they do?
they're part of the life cycle.
No, you don't even know what they actually do.
They don't do anything. They're
You
like
don't know that.
seagulls.
I'm gonna Google it. Go ahead and finish your story.
Okay.
So
So
like seagulls.
so what I do with them is I take and either let them outside,
Seagulls eat what you don't want.
Seagulls
Or-
are just dicks.
or what I do is if I find a spider web, I throw it in the spider web so the spider can eat it. Because that spider is actually doing something pointful.
Oh, I thought you were saying you just throw the spider web in the spider web. I'm like, don't be a dick. That spider web is just.
There's a spider there somewhere. No, seriously, like as a kid, like after I realized mosquito hawks are pointless,
Mhm.
I just started feeding them to spiders because there'd always be like one under a cabinet in our bathroom. I'm like, here you go, little guy, eat this. It's useless. But also, did you know there's like this misconception with like the older generation that cicadas are locusts?
I actually did, yeah.
Like this one time I had a conversation with my dad. He was like, cause we heard the in the middle of the night, and my dad's like, "Oh, the locusts are coming." I'm like, "You know, a locust is like closer to a grasshopper. That's a cicada. You know that, right?" Or cicadas.
Gagadas.
But to this day, my dad still calls it a cicada. So that's also like one of the things that, or he calls it a locust. I called it the correct term. But the cool thing about cicadas, though, is they only come out like once in like 17 years or something like crazy like that.
I think so, yeah.
It's a huge number. So what'd you find on mosquito hawks there, buddy?
Fine, guy.
Watch him be on like Tumblr. It's like, oh, sorry, I was on Twitter.
Oh, sorry. I'm on Pornhub.
Guys, I'm signing up for a premium subscription. Guess what? I can refer friends.
Okay, so the so-called mosquito hawk is
You guys-
actually a crane fly. It looks like a mosquito. It's a where is it? It's they cause damage to lawns. That's what they do. You know, the crane fly larvae are the stage of crane flies that cause damage to lawns, and this is where identification and control efforts should be focused. That's a part of a second paragraph. Mosquito eater. You may have heard crane flies called mosquito eaters or mosquito hawks. Contrary to belief, popular belief, crane flies do not eat mosquitoes or bite humans. Adult crane flies only live a few days and do not eat much of anything. Unfortunately, even though they look like giant mosquitoes, they will not eat any mosquitoes and cannot help you get rid of your mosquito population. Adult crane flies, which cause no damage to lawns and do not bite or sting, resemble large mosquitoes with very long legs. Enjoy your tinkle.
I will.
Since the larval stage of crane flies cause damage, it is most important that you are able to identify larvae in your yard. So this is basically lawn care at this point, and we don't want to talk about lawn care. So yeah, they are absolutely fucking pointless.
Yeah. So I watched the remake of Cabin Fever on Netflix.
There's
Yeah.
a remake of Cabin Fever.
The 2016 exact remake of Cabin Fever using
Cabin
the
Fever.
exact same script.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
Fucking terrible.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
It has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
Yes.
That's possible?
Google it. That movie has a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes. 2016 Cabin Fever.
2016 Cabin Fever.
That movie has a fucking 0%
Cabin.
on Rotten Tomatoes.
2016 Cabin Fever.
What about Cabin Fever?
IMDb gives it a 3.7 out of 10.
What, Cabin Fever?
Mm-hmm. But you gotta see Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes gives it a 0%.
That's one of the lowest ratings ever.
Yeah. It's the 2016 remake using the exact same script, but more bland actors. And at the end, I was stuck asking, what the fuck is going on here?
That was me when we were in Louisiana watching.
Shut the fuck
whatever
up.
B-list acting movie that was.
Shut
The last
fuck
one
up.
or the last girl or whatever the fuck it was called.
Shut the fuck up. The final
Wait,
girl.
what?
Oh, the
What?
final girl. There's some like B-list horror film where it basically goes, here's every cliche horror film.
Adam Devine, isn't that his name?
I don't know.
Guy from Workaholics.
Adam Devine?
Yeah, that's his name. Starring him,
Starring him as him, nonetheless.
basically.
They're like, we'd like your character in Workaholics. Can you put it in the B-list horror film movie? He's like, gotcha, fam.
Yeah. And that's... Kyle was like, what is this garbage?
It was like 10:30 at night. I was trying to go to sleep. I'm like, what are you watching? He goes, I don't know. I'm interested, though. I'm like, this movie sucks. He goes, I don't care. And then I woke up next morning. He goes, by the way, that movie sucked. And I was like, thanks. I kind of already knew that.
Do you remember what the movie was called?
It's like the final girl.
Final Girl?
The final one. It's something
No,
like
it's
that.
like the final girl.
It's literally the
The
B-list.
Final Girls.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's plural. It's literally the B-list horror film of B-list horror films. It does it unironically, too.
Yeah, the
Oh my
final
God,
girls.
That face he makes. B-list horror, you say? She's in that?
What?
Who's she?
Oh my God! And then you also have the dude from Silicon Valley in it.
Who?
It's got one of the actors from American Horror Story in it.
You gonna say the name?
I think that's what that is.
You gonna say a name or anything, or are you just gonna kind of go, oh, she?
Kind of blue ball us.
No, give me a second.
You gonna play the pronoun game with us?
No, I'm trying to find what else she's in.
They are in it.
So she is in several seasons of American Horror Story. She did season 1, 3, and 6.
I still can't watch that
Her
show.
name is Tessa Farmiga. She played Zoe Benson, Violet Harmon, and Sophie Green in American Horror Story.
For those who know.
I gave y'all something. Does that help at all?
No.
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 Got any leaked nudes of her? Then I might know.
You mean the horribly photoshopped images that you find on the internet?
Yes.
Hey, don't you judge my Emma Watson live wire downloads?
Dude,
God
fuck!
damn
Why'd I
it.
close out of that? I needed that.
For what, research purposes?
No, it was actually our Instagram page. I was posting a picture that I never posted or finished typing.
But
was
yeah,
I
to
gonna
get
say?
back on the cabin fever thing, that
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah,
had the literally copy and pasted script from the first one, but the infamous pancakes line from the first one. You remember that? Well, the child, the blonde child from the first one, goes mistakes some guy's finger for pancakes or some shit, and decides after he's been infected by a flesh-eating disease to take a massive chomp out of his hand, thus infecting himself. And I'm like, and the actor just says and the actor playing the kid says it in the most boring way, and I'm just like,
It's worth watching.
no, it's not.
No, I'm talking about the movie he's talking
Oh.
about, not
Sorry,
Not the 0% Rotten Tomatoes.
not Cabin Fever over there, buddy.
sorry. I was checking the email because we have an opportunity for something that I won't share at the moment. That's private
Is it
business.
from a Nigerian prince?
Yeah,
I knew it.
Prince.
No.
Answer is always yes.
Don't fall for that.
What?
I did once.
Take it from a
What?
personal experience.
Nigerian prince scams. Don't do
Why?
that.
Wait. Why did?
What's
you
his name,
fall for
Prince Albert?
Nigerian Prince.
Have you not ever fallen for one of those scams?
Have you not heard of 2008?
No.
There was this like email scam that going around. It's like the Nigerian Prince of Nigeria would ask you for like a little bit of funding, and he'd be like, "I will return the favor 4 times fold at least."
Yeah. He'd ask you for like $100 and he'd return to you like $1 million.
He'd be like, "All right, just give me like a little small sum, and I will double, if not triple, when I become
Yeah.
can become king or whatever." And you'd give some random guy in like
you'd give him like your information and.
Wait, you did that?
No.
No, it was some scam that was going around that back then, but now it's just a joke.
Yeah. No, it's just some dumb joke.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know that actually happened.
I'm surprised you never heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most biggest jokes you could possibly make nowadays. Could it be like some guy?
Was it on
like,
the internet?
well, yeah, you
Obviously, from through email, right?
Your
Yeah, I
spam
wasn't really
folder.
on the internet that much in 2008.
were you watching like Dateline at the time?
No.
You're watching a lot. You said you're watching a lot of like basic television, like because I think like NBC or ABC had Dateline.
Were you watching more Pornhub?
Were you watching Catch a Predator? That was a good show too.
Were you wanting to catch a
No.
predator?
2008 was a time that I spent a lot of time in Katy, like off Mason
Ling-Ling, I don't think he heard me.
Yeah,
for like 9 months.
that's enough time for a baby.
Yeah.
That answers a lot of questions. There's a little there's a little veto running around there.
There shouldn't be.
A little.
There absolutely
It's
shouldn't
LIL.
be.
That's. He's thinking about it now.
You're avoiding my
No,
question.
what was I saying?
I was like, am I getting you in trouble there?
You're avoiding my
there,
question.
there isn't a little veto running around, that's for sure. No, that's like whenever I was like dating this one chick that lived out in Katy, and I just spent a lot of time out there and just lost a lot of people.
Was that the girl we like? The same story we connect really well on.
Yeah.
Where it's like we did the whole girlfriend over guy friends thing.
Yeah, pretty much. Where you
Yeah.
just like exclude your entire like real life
Hold
friend.
on, let me like fix my angle a little bit on this one.
Huh? What?
No, I keep messing with our guest tonight, which we haven't introduced yet. 'Cause he just kind
We
of
haven't introduced ourselves.
Exactly.
We don't even know. Like they don't.
We don't even know who we are.
Like you should.
Are we?
I don't know who I am
fucking
anymore.
2 seasons in.
Have we gone that
Fuck
far
off.
into depravity?
No, did I just say we're 2 seasons
Yes, you
in?
did.
We're 4 seasons in. What the fuck is wrong?
Back
with
in
me?
time.
We're 2 seasons on iTunes.
Oh yeah, we're 2 seasons.
Dun,
Whatever.
dun, dun.
Whatever.
Too
We're
deep
4
for you.
seasons in, and like
You can name this episode "Too Deep for You," and put the letter 2 deep for
Too
letter
deep
4 and
for
you,
her.
and then the letter U.
too deep for her.
Too deep for
Too
her.
deep. It just went too deep.
Too
Way
deep
too deep.
for her.
It went so deep it punched through her backside. That brings up a whole other question of how the hell would that even happen? Just punch through the cervix, punch through the pelvis, and then punch through the back of the back.
No, it just did a U-turn.
How does that even work?
Exactly. Just
It comes back. Like
Who would that feel good for, her or you?
neither, I would imagine. It just goes all the way through underneath the skin, gives it a good whack behind the skull, in the back of the skull,
Wait, where are you?
and then it retracts.
No, the way he made it sound was like he hits the cervix,
Nah.
bends down, and then
Nah.
comes back out.
Oh, that
now that he mentions it, goes through the brain.
I'm going. I went.
Yeah.
Full fucking.
Now that
all
he's
the way
mentioning
through.
it,
You, Vlad, the impaled her.
hits the brain and goes.
Yes.
How about
Yes,
a
I
skull
did.
fuck?
And then you have the magic ability just to give it a little
Yeah.
tap on the back of the head, and then bring it all back.
Is
Yeah.
that taking skull fucking to a new level?
Nah,
Yes.
that brings mindfuck to a new level.
No, I like skull fuck better.
Mindfuck isn't a bad thing because of how Chris Angel took it, where he's like, mindfuck.
That's mind freak, you ass.
I'm pretty sure that's trademark, so I changed it a little bit.
Nah, it's mind freak.
Imagine that
What is he gonna fucking do? He doesn't do anything.
he does
Is he
scripted
even
magic tricks.
alive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
Maybe that's the biggest mindfuck of them all.
His fake magic.
His fake death.
Nah, if he's still alive or not.
Exactly.
His fake.
What if he did a fake magic trick to
His
fake his death?
career. Chris Angel's career.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I actually liked him as a kid growing up, though, but I'm like,
gosh.
magic's fake.
You know what?
And then that CW show where like it's like basically they catch a magician.
Oh,
Even though that's not
Magic's
Biggest
biggest secrets.
Wasn't that on UPN?
Yeah, it's on UPN.
I thought it was a CW.
No,
It was UPN or Channel 20.
Basically UPN.
Yeah, it's not UPN anymore. It's My 20.
It will always be UPN.
No, but it's My 20 now, and it's not Urban People Network anymore.
No, I thought it was You People Network.
Is that the same thing as the BET?
Bet.
Black Entertainment Television.
Yes. So UPN
So how's that
and
not-
BET.
So how's that not racist?
What?
Black Entertainment Television.
They're the ones that named it.
Oh,
Like I always wonder. I never understood how that wasn't racist.
they
I
would
mean,
have
and Urban People Network isn't.
They would
Exactly,
have
that's
Black
the point.
Entertainment Television, but the second I want to start White Entertainment Television.
Hey, oh, it gets
Hold on.
all sorts
Hold
of
on.
fucking crazy.
First of all, the acronym for that is called WET.
Exactly.
You're watching WET television. There's
No,
there's a
you
lot
gotta
of.
you gotta say it with a little more smooth than this. You gotta say
You're
it with a
watching
little more
Wet.
With, mean fluidity?
smooth. Yeah.
Vito,
Wet
you're watching
TV.
Wet.
You're watching What Television?
What television?
What Television? The White Entertainment Television. Dun, 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 dun.
None of their television is Reich. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
Oh my god.
I saw the chance and I took it. Just like Hitler.
Oh my god.
Okay, I need to stop. I'm 2 jokes in. Before I burn through them all. God damn it! I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And you think we're gonna read from the Torah on this Sunday night? I say 9.
As Amy Winehouse once said, 999.
The Jewish news station gave us a 9 out of 10.
Get those ovens ready. We're gonna be roasting some good meat on Wet Television.
No.
What? What?
Remember, before they start the Jewish cooking channels, they turn on the gas.
Oh my god.
Okay, mine.
Now you went too far.
All right, mine.
Now, okay.
All right.
Okay,
I
that
went.
was just.
I went way too far with that one.
Oh my god.
Might as well call them fucking kites.
Oh my god.
Kites?
When you stretch your skin and you fly 'em.
It reminds me of Pompoko.
Huh?
The little.
No, they stretch their balls and fly.
Exactly.
They use their balls as weapons.
And they can also like transform with a leaf on their head and they stretch their balls over.
What the fuck are you two talking about?
You
There's
ever
a-
seen Pompoko?
There's a.
No.
It's a Studio Ghibli movie. It's about like
it's-
Chinese or Japanese folklore or some
It's
shit.
about like protecting the forest,
Yeah.
and these tanuki or raccoons are trying to protect their forest. And the way they do is they fuck with humanity, and they like transform and then just like screw with the people destroying the forest. And it just all involves a lot of ball scenes. Like there's this part where like they stretch their balls, are like flying through the air. And then there's also this another part where they just like they try to screw with the Japanese people by like transforming into all these monsters and just marching down the like main center of a town. And instead of being scared, people were like, "Yeah, parade!" and it backfired terribly. Like, "Yeah, we did, yeah." And then it talks about the fact that like just like basically like protecting the environment and stuff like that. That's basically the underlying tone of the movie. But other than that, it's just little ball scenes.
Yeah, they like use their balls like inflate really fucking like big, and they like use them as like jumping, like you know those little jumping balls that kids would ride on, and they would use them and
I
they would
know.
You know, also
launch
South Park.
themselves over.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
There's also South Park where they put their balls inside of a microwave to get themselves testicular cancer, and then they just swell up to basically the size of like a bouncy ball, and you see them just bouncing around town. There's like this stupid theme song that I can't remember, but it's freaking hilarious to go with it. But that's
Oh, that's exactly what they do, but they bounce on their balls and then like use their balls and like bounce up against people and crush them and like jump and like crush the people as they're attacking the fort, like cutting down the forest. It's an overall good movie.
That's pretty good.
The underlying tone's actually really good, but other than that, it's like kind of like, what's going on here?
Yeah, if you didn't know, now you,
Now I
now we
know.
give you a recommendation. Go watch Pompoko if you want to see
I have it.
raccoons use their balls as
God.
weapons and kites and
I want to
parachutes.
see
and
raccoons
turn
use their
into
balls as
humans.
weapons. Go watch that.
I'll make you watch it now.
It's a really good
God.
movie.
And then afterwards, we gotta watch Paprika.
Paprika is a really good movie. Oh,
I
you have
should-
seen Paprika already.
I have. We watched it whenever he was out of town.
Was he not there?
No, he was out. That's when they were on that cruise.
He wasn't there for. We were watching Paprika while he wasn't there.
That's when I was house sitting for him. You and Leo came over. We watched Paprika. Just the marching scene reminded me of Paprika.
I thought he was there.
No, it was just us three.
So it was just his house that was there.
That's when I wasn't using any electricity whatsoever.
Oh yeah, he had like the AC off and like only like the front room light on.
I had no
or, like,
idea the
bedroom
AC was-
light on.
I had no idea the AC was off the entire time I was there.
Yeah, the air was real still. It was weird.
After talking to your grandma, like I found out, like, because Vito was over hanging out with me sometimes, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like really hot in here." I'm like, "No, it's fine." And I kind of found out the AC was off like the entire time you were gone. I felt so bad. Like, I didn't know because I felt fine. It never bothered me once.
This is also the same person who was dying in our hotel room for Matsuri. Remember?
Why was he dying?
Wait,
How
what?
cold it was.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, when I had to like dress up in a pants and a jacket to actually be able to sleep at
No,
night.
you had to snuggle up in the
The comforter.
in the little sleeping bag that I brought.
And in the bed underneath the comforter, wearing jackets and pants.
Yeah.
Because it was so fucking cold.
I'm always burning up. Like if I'm ever hot, there's something wrong. Like that's when like I'm either running a fever or it's actually fucking hot in the room.
I mean, it felt good in that hotel room. It was a little.
Yeah, well, it
cold,
wasn't
but
subarctic.
didn't feel subarctic.
We were trying to stop rigor mortis from happening in that room.
I was.
It was.
I was
felt
good, man. Like it felt good.
No, I didn't. Don't lie to me. Y'all some liars.
And we turned it down a little bit for you because you were crying about it.
Yeah, y'all turned it down the wrong way. I said turn it up, and you're like, hell no, we're going lower. And you're like, it's not cold enough.
We had to keep the fucking liquor and beer cold.
You said the penguins are melting, and y'all turned it up.
The polar bears can't get to their babies. They're on the other side
No.
of the melting ice.
The polar bears can't get to their Coca-Colas. Get it right.
That's their baby. My babies.
My babies.
Oh, my babies. No, babies. Oh, my baby. My poor babies. As said the old crying black woman as her house burned down.
I said the polar bear.
I mean, I just... All right, we'll stick it to the polar bear.
What if he's like... I don't know why he got possessed by the poltergeist, but yeah, that happened. It's like... So you got any more stories for us? TamTam over there? You got kind of quiet for a second.
I thought you had...
Oh, I got plenty of stories, but I want our guest to talk. He hasn't been on in... Fuck.
It's been a while.
A few months, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a few months.
It's been a while.
You got stories for days.
Saw Justice League.
I did too. What'd you think about the slow motion scenes?
Oh, The Flash?
No, all of them. I thought Wonder Woman's was cool. Then afterwards, it's like, please stop. And then Jason Momoa's face in his slow motion scenes, he was like cockeyed, and he's like,
I have
if
very choice words about that fucking movie.
I thought it wasn't bad.
So, in other words, you were extremely disappointed about
I was
Justice
not.
League.
I was disappointed about the way Warner Brothers edited it.
Okay.
Hold on, what do you mean by that? Like, I'm actually genuinely curious.
If
As
you look
in-
back at the earlier trailers for it, it was a lot different. They had Cyborg. They had shots of Cyborg's origin story. They had shots of. They never once mentioned Darkseid, which
Is it Dark Side or Dark Seed?
Darkseid. They
Because it's spelled seed, right?
Yeah, it's spelled seed, but it's dark side.
That's why I
which
asked.
they were supposed to set it up to where Darkseid's the next villain in Justice League, in the next Justice League movie, but Steppenwolf is over here. Oh, mother!
I don't know who that is.
He's the main bad guy in Justice League.
Oh, okay.
But he's just like, oh, mother. I'm just like, Steppenwolf, the fuck are you talking about? Like, you were Darkseid's general. Who is this mother you are talking about?
What if it's
Mother
Mother
Box.
What if it's Mother 3?
Still,
He's calling the mother box.
like, he should at least reference Darkseid once.
I was gonna say, isn't he in the end? And that was
No.
that was a death shot.
Yeah, that was Deathstroke.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that was Deathstroke.
I said death shot.
Deathshot's
that was not Will
also
Smith.
that's also a DC character, but that's
Will
Suicide
Smith.
Squad.
Yeah.
So overall, the movie for me for Justice League, it was a fun watch, but there was a lot of disappointment.
I feel like it was trying too hard to be the Avengers.
That's also...
Okay, so that's part of your story.
Yeah.
All right, keep going then.
Marvel, I think, has set the bar way too high with their fucking...
Can you blame them, dude?
Is
No.
high is
Do you know
set
how
too
much
high?
money they have?
Yes.
Is that a joke? Because didn't they like just butcher the story for sheer comedy?
That's all Marvel does now, is comedy. I mean, look at Thor Ragnarok.
I haven't
Never
watched
watched it.
I heard it's like 2 hours of comedy, 30 minutes of fighting.
That's all it is.
Like that's what I've heard the equation breaks down to, or the fraction.
That's what it is. It's
Witty,
like 30 minutes of fighting,
and then
like
2 hours of
2 hours of...
quippy humor.
Yeah. Thor and Hulk basically being fucking 5-year-olds.
Oh, what if they're like two bros at a bar, like drinking? They're like, "Yeah, remember that story?" Blah blah blah.
They don't explain at all how Hulk can suddenly be some brilliant linguist. When you look back at Age of Ultron, Avengers 1, he barely says anything.
This is a plot hole within itself.
Yeah. And yet, he never shuts the fuck up in Thor Ragnarok. That's one of my biggest concerns in that. And then you look at like Doctor Strange, where he puts on his cape and they have this like serious moment where, oh, he's getting prepped for battle. And then the cape just wipes smudge off his face, where they had to ruin it by adding humor to it. And that's Marvel's way of, oh, we gotta still make this lighthearted. And I'm just like, Marvel, why do you have to do this to comic book movies?
But it works.
Still,
It works so
My
well.
like, biggest
the way they're making their movies and the way they're marketing their movies is making them so much money that they can continue to do that. So like as annoying as it is, and yes, it can be annoying, especially with the Doctor Strange scene.
The
Like,
diehard
I
comic
remember
book
that
fans?
scene very well. Like he just like beat the shit out of a bunch of people. The cape came over and like helped him, and you think he just,
And it
he's
just
going
goes-
like a badass, and then it's just, let me get that for you.
it's like,
I was like,
that just
Yeah, that's
ruined
kinda
the
funny.
whole fucking thing.
but I mean, that's just they're trying to make it more. They're like, yes, there's a lot of action, but yes, this is also family oriented.
Yeah.
Like it's like they're trying to do that.
My biggest complaint about Doctor Strange was the time loop scene
Oh, God.
when he's fighting Dormammu and it keeps
Oh,
going
yeah,
back and forth. The one thing I hate the biggest is time loops, which is funny because I love like shows that involve them, but I hate them so much.
That whole fucking thing.
Like I feel like they just drag them on to the point where you're like, oh fucking come on. And they're like, oh we'll finally progress, and they're like, oh okay good, we just found that degree where people hate it. Like every time we're just like, oh fucking.
Dormammu's even just like, all right, I'm fucking done.
That's-
Stop this shit.
But then the fact that you beat him by just making him just go, oh I'm gonna give up because you annoyed me.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. But I'm also not like a diehard comic book fan either.
Oh, did y'all hear that the new X-Men movie, New Mutants, is going to be a horror movie?
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
I didn't hear about that. But also,
Yeah.
I have one question for you though. Why is it called DC Comics?
Detective Comics.
Yeah.
Detective Comics Comics.
No, it's Detective Comics.
Yeah, DC Comics would be Detective Comics Comics.
No, it's Detective Comics.
Exactly. It's Detective
No.
Comics Comics.
No.
If you
because
say
there was no
DC
third
Comics,
C,
if you say or DC Comics,
because it's never DC Comics. It's just
if you call
DC,
it DC Comics, it's
but
Detective
it's
Comics
not
Comics.
DC Comics. It's just DC.
People refer to it as DC
It's DC
Comics.
Comics Inc.
So that's Detective Comics Comics Inc. Like I always never understood that redundancy, but I guess it's just it flows off the tongue. DC Comics.
Now it is, but it used to just be regular old Detective Comics.
Like there was one day I was talking to my boss and we were talking about DC. I'm like, I feel like it's just Detective Comics, or like not right off the tongue, but it was like I feel like it's just a redundancy. It is Detective Comics Comics, and I was like, oh, that's a redundancy. But
Never really looked at it that way.
I actually never looked at it that way either.
I'm sorry, just to like open y'all's world to that, but it's like it's one of those little small things that kind of made me realize like why, but it flows well.
I guess eventually they just completely just wiped the Detective Comics off the whole.
Yeah, the original idea of what it was, and now it's just DC.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't know what it meant until like a couple months ago when I looked it up. I was like, oh, Detective Comics. But it's always DC Comics. Well, I'm not a huge comic book guy either.
I mean, I guess they just got rid of the whole Detective Comics and just did the entire DC thing.
This has come from the guy who likes like everything that everyone hates for some reason. I guess I have a high tolerance towards it. Like I liked Aquaman because of the old cartoons. I liked Gambit because of the old cartoons.
Gambit's badass.
Everyone hates Gambit.
Okay, now that I googled
Okay.
it, I can explain why that it's...
Did you look up why it's called DC Comics
Yes.
Comics?
No, it's not called DC Comics. It's
Sorry, Detective Comics Comics.
it's not called Detective Comics. It's originally it's still DC Comics, but it originally was Detective Comics Incorporated. But
I guess DCI.
Since then it changed to DC Incorporated, then DC Comics, DC Entertainment, that kind of thing. Yeah.
So it's just changed.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
changed
changed over.
So it went
years.
down the trail and then
Yeah.
it ended up in DC
So
Comics.
now it's DCCI.
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
But I'm looking forward to get back on the movie, like comic book movie.
Before I want to get back into Justice. What do you think of Urza Miller as Flash?
Hated it.
I didn't mind it. I thought it was comical, but
I don't
as
really
I said,
care for
I
it.
don't. I have a high tolerance towards characters for some reason.
I also already have a Flash, so I didn't really care for it.
Because you watch the show, that's why I'm actually
Ronald
really.
and I saw Justice League together, and
That's so cute.
we both thought, we were like, the Flash is autistic.
I thought he was.
Why?
I thought he was kind of funny.
Because we looked at him and we're just like,
That's kind of a weird assumption.
no.
Yeah, like give me a good
Because
explanation on
he
why.
just runs around, like when he was running around the Batcave, he goes, it's like a cave. Runs around it again, he goes, it's like a Batcave. I'm like,
Because for people who don't know, Batfleck.
like he has a very low attention span. I'm like,
I thought you were about to say attention span. I was like, oh god.
Well,
not making that joke.
hold on. So I can understand on the annoyance of that on why they did that.
Oh, no, I'm not
It
annoyed
is his first time there.
Yeah.
It is his first time ever working with anybody at all. They made him to be the youngest of
They Spider-Maned him.
yeah, basically.
Oh.
That is DC Spider-Man.
I didn't say it was a bad thing. I thought
No,
it,
I'm just-
like,
no.
I don't know, yeah.
I was putting it to a description because he was trying to explain it.
That's a really good way to put it. It's like that's DC Spider-Man. So
Like,
imagine
he went-
whenever they do the Flash movie on how comical they're going to try to be with it.
Because they took Tom Holland's, is his name?
Tom Holland, yeah.
Yeah.
They basically Tom Holland's him. Because they took the little dorky kid as comic relief and threw him as Flash.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even mention the fact that he's a fucking it's like CSI or whatever.
The one thing I thought it was a little
for
weird.
Central City. Like they didn't even like they didn't even tell him that like the actual job he has. They just made him as like a plain old vigilante.
Yeah.
That's the way. That's if you look at it that way, at least. I don't.
No, because I think I remember them like briefly mentioning that CSI for like Central City, like brief mention, and then they glimpse over it.
There was one article I was reading. They were talking about the fact that when Superman woke up, he flew to the house from Supernatural. And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
What?
As I said, I tend to read down weird rabbit holes, and they talk about the fact the house from Supernatural, and they flew to it.
Speaking of Supernatural, I kind of want to take a trip out to Austin and check out Family Brewing
Oh
Company.
yeah, his brewing company he made.
Yeah, Family. There's like Family Business Brewing Company, which is literally like a spoof off of fucking Supernatural because it's family business. But I want to check out like what like the style of beers that they're making.
Speaking of
What
Austin,
they
we can
like.
check out that Frontier Brewery too.
Or Frontier.
The thing in front of you.
The
Is that what's called Frontier?
no, it's Meridian Hive.
Oh, that was Frontier.
Meridian Hive.
Oh, the Frontier was one of their beers they had.
Brewing is actually a draft mead brewing company, which is really weird that mead isn't canned. It is really fucking good. I'm drinking the Rhapsody honey blackberry. It has like a little like if you ever had mead, you would normally have it. It would be cold and it'd be out of like a a bottle, and it'd be like 16-17% alcohol content. But this is only what
He said it's about
6.5%.
He said about 6 to 7.
This one I'm drinking here is 6.5%. It's got a little bit of carbonation. It's not thick like the mead you would find like at the Renaissance Festival. It's actually really fucking good. It's kind of like a cider if you like ciders, but better. I like it. I'm slowly sipping on this, and it's really good. Even though it's like starting to get warm, I like it still. It's not bad. I like the cherry one better though.
I like the blackberry one better.
The
than the cherry.
blackberry's good. The Rhapsody's good, but the Dynamo is what the cherry one is called. That one's not bad.
We can try it Thursday for our actual episode.
Maybe we'll be a beer meat of the week.
Meet me at the recording. I'm telling you.
Made me at midnight. I like that name.
Meet me harder, Daddy.
Oh my God,
But,
stop.
It's good. I like it. It's
Yeah.
different.
The fact we got the sample of all of them too.
Yeah. Every single one that they have. And we got stickers.
Yeah, hell yeah. Dude, their logo, the freaking MH forming to the B is actually really badass.
Good design. Good design.
So back to your comics though, or back to the comic movies. What else you gotta say?
Oh, I have something else I hated about the Flash. His running. His stupid
Oh no, we don't talk about that.
legs going
You
freaking
can tell that was green screen running.
outward.
Yeah, that
like-
was.
He was like, how can we look how dumb we could possibly ever run where
like,
no one does that?
This is how I'm running really fast.
But
I'm throwing my legs
Superman
like a freaking idiot.
CGI'd no mustache.
Oh, that they said mustard. I was like,
No,
what?
they CGI'd Superman's mustache out.
Huh?
Yeah, he originally had a mustache. They literally CGI'd it out.
I didn't know about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, he had a mustache for I think it was some movie he's working on.
And he couldn't shave it.
Yeah, he couldn't shave it for contract purposes, and
So they basically green screened his
yeah.
lip.
they.
I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Where the hell did you hear about this?
Oh, it's infamous because they're like, oh, that's one of the worst parts about this movie. I'm like, what are you talking about? This is fucking. You can't even notice it.
You could.
The one thing I noticed was like the slow motion scenes. Like one of the scenes, like Jason Momoa goes cockeyed,
I think that's just normal Jason Momoa.
where you see him in slow motion. He's just cockeyed all the
I
time.
hated his broy fucking Aquaman.
Yeah, Jason Momoa's
I
like,
hated
bro.
his Aquaman.
Is that because he's not Aryan enough for you?
I
He's
just
not
hated
Aryan
his
enough for
broy
the Aryan
fucking
club.
Aquaman. Like why Why is Aquaman gotta be all fucking douchey and broy? Like,
Well, they're trying to give him some justice because everyone hates him now.
Modern day Aquaman.
which I
fuck
don't-
the modern day Aquaman. Give us a fucking classic old Aquaman that not that
Also,
many people care for.
I'm pretty sure the fact that they made him Aryan like he's supposed to be, I'm pretty sure like anti-Semites would be like, this is not what we look like.
I mean, that's
I
still...
didn't really care for his Aquaman. They only got him for his fucking looks.
And his muscles.
Huh?
And his muscles.
I
He's fucking ripped.
can't complain about Jason Momoa Aquaman because I liked him in Game of Thrones. I liked him in.
I liked him inside that girl in Game of Thrones too.
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that.
Did you see his Netflix original series that he was in?
Frontier?
Frontier?
Yeah,
That was interesting.
it was.
That's funny because I named the wrong beer of that one. And it's still the same name.
That was an interesting show. I didn't finish
was.
it. I got like halfway through it. Through the first season, and apparently it has 2 seasons now.
There's one time I didn't know his name, so I called him Jason Mimosa. And they're like, it's Momoa. I'm like, there's no difference.
Oh, you know what was really the stupid the Aquaman scenes when he jumps into the water, takes his shirt off.
Yes.
All the chicks like, oh my god.
Well, they had to.
And then he jumps into the water, and like the way he jumps into the water was just total CGI, terribly done.
You know who I was happy
We were
made their
ripping on this movie, man.
You know who I was happy made their on-screen debut though?
Huh?
Mira.
Oh yeah, she did.
I was
Who?
Mira, Aquaman's future wife in the comics.
She was a
Oh,
hot redhead
Yeah, the hot redhead.
in the comic, and they made her a hot redhead,
Fucking happy she made her on-screen debut.
right? And if
I'm not
only
sure
if
who that
only
is.
Aquaman was
I'm not
white with blonde hair.
I will show you. I'll show you.
The actress
You
that
don't do it right
played
now.
her is really pretty.
Yeah.
you can do it after the
She
show.
really is.
You just pull it up on IMDb real quick.
No, it's okay, whatever. But yeah, as I said, I'm not a huge comic book guy. And I've thought about getting back into it, or getting into it in the first place, but I figured it's too late. Like
Why?
There's too many variants.
Just start wherever you want to start and just dive into it, and then
That's
you'll
the-
find your way.
Just dive into the water.
If I say you really had to say that after we're talking about Aquaman,
I was gonna say, like, I took that joke to the level that everyone
No pun
else probably
intended.
went. They're like, oh, he's talking about Aquaman, so he likes the water. I'm just gonna dive in there.
No pun intended.
I don't believe that.
I was just
You made that ship sink like that Titanic.
so the chick that played Mira was
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard, who's her.
She's like a smugger version of Scarlett Johansson.
You're a smugger version of Scarlett Johansson.
Why, thank you.
Oh wait, they gave her blonde hair. She's not a hot redhead. She's a blonde in the movie.
But yeah, she looks like a smugger version of Scarlett Johansson. Oh, her. Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
Never mind. I take that back. She had blonde hair. She's not a redhead. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Did you take that 8.0 to a
I just
7.9?
realized this, and I watched the movie.
We were all there.
I know.
They actually got me to go watch a superhero movie, and I didn't rip on it the entire time like I did with Civil War with you.
You ripped on Civil War?
I ripped on Civil War
Civil War, if they did it exactly like they did in the comics,
I made TamTam never
Holy
want to take
shit.
me to a
So
movie
fucking
again.
better, but again, it's Marvel,
Yes.
and we gotta keep it family oriented.
We gotta
never-
keep
and,
it Disney.
And Iron Man doesn't die.
Hang
we gotta
on.
keep it Disney.
No,
Oh no, or Captain America dies.
he'll
Sorry.
never take me to a movie again after that.
He mistook Crossbones for Bane. He
It
goes.
looked like him, didn't it?
They said he saw Crossbones and goes, "Is this Bane?
I'm in the wrong school.
I'm in the wrong movie." I'm like, God damn it!
I was born into this.
Oh my God damn it!
It looked like him. I was like, is that Bane? He goes, wrong movie.
I was born in the darkness. I'm like,
I
stop this Crossbones! Stop!
was born into Marvel, but molded by DC.
Oh no, I'm going to play Venom.
That teaser trailer, that was really good.
Yeah, it didn't reveal anything.
But I didn't see anyone
It
go
revealed
emo.
the symbiote.
That's it.
But no one went
I'm
emo.
excited for that.
Oh.
They revealed the symbiote in Spider-Man 3.
You know what's funny is I like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, but I thought 2 and 3 were pointless.
My shitty snapping.
Jazz handing it up over there.
Yeah, you remember that when emo Spidey came on screen? He was just like snapping his fingers, walking down the street, like had eyeliner on. The most like
I actually imagine just
the
not even
dumbest
emo
fucking
Peter,
thing that
just
I ever saw on
Spidey.
fucking screen.
What if they brought the lead singer from Green Day on?
No, they should have
Tobey
brought
Maguire?
fucking. What they should have made it. What's his face from My Chemical Romance? Gerard Way.
Gerard Way.
Dude, I think my brother still listens to My Chemical Romance, and not ironically either. He actually likes their music. I'm like, are you okay?
Do we need to talk?
I'm like, are you depressed?
sad?
Retarded.
What's wrong?
Oh, I wasn't gonna go that far.
Do we need to take you out back?
Oh, here's
Is it time for your Black Parade?
his song would be "My Brother Took Me Into the City."
Oh my god.
That is fucking happened. He's supposed to be getting his own fucking TV series for his comic that he wrote. You know, he's a comic book writer.
Who?
Gerard Way.
Oh.
I didn't even know
I
his
didn't know that.
name.
Mm-hmm. He's a comic book writer. He's actually a really good fucking writer.
Just not a songwriter.
Yeah. He.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
Speaking of comics,
His comics are published by Dark Horse.
What?
Yeah.
Dark Horse?
Dark Horse.
Yeah, Dark Horse.
Dark
Or
Horse?
Dark Horse
Dark Horse.
actually publishes good stuff.
All right.
So what about comics?
I'm trying to find it.
DC just did a thing with Batman called the Dark Knight Metal,
Is that-
which I think is
Oh, dude,
You
yes.
fucking saw
Dark
that.
Knight Metal is holy fucking shit. It is
he
like
knows what I'm talking
Batman on a whole fucking new level. It is.
about. All right.
Oh,
So
fuck, dude.
Is it Batman
then
riding on a
also,
winged
I
drake
wanna-
with tits?
I haven't started reading it. Hold on one
I
second.
have the
Oh.
Green Lantern and the Flash version.
Oh.
Oh no, and
Dude, it is amazing.
and Superman version of it.
So you know that one, and there's whenever they have the image of all of them all together,
I have
and
it.
then there's that one in the background that's giant and looks very deathly looking, and it's just like a solid black shadow with really long fucking.
That's Barbados. Sorry.
So people are saying that is the bat that flew into Bruce Wayne's mansion
No.
and gave him the idea of becoming the bat.
What if it bit him and he turned into
It's
Batman?
not.
Mm-mm.
Like, dude. So I'm
So
waiting for the trade backs to come out.
His
To read 'em.
Barbados' origins already been revealed.
Oh really?
Yeah, and
By who? Reddit?
no, the comics.
Oh.
Also,
You're completely ignored the fact that I Spider-Man the series just for y'all a second ago.
We're ignoring
just
that.
we're just like
We're geeking
balls
out.
deep into fucking
but no,
fucking Batman.
literally,
Also, you missed what I said at the beginning of this. I'm like, but is it more metal than riding on a winged drake with tits? Nothing's more metal than that.
anyway.
Bye. I'll turn my volume down myself.
Hey, okay, you know what? You guys just have your fun. I'm done for the night.
Oh my god.
Just wait till he doesn't listen to this episode.
I don't give a fuck. Go
Oh my
ahead.
god.
He doesn't
But
listen to them.
no, you've got like freaking just the names for some of them are fucking great, and their powers. Because the Green Lantern's like the Dawnbreaker, where
What? His power's the Dustbreaker?
no, it's fucking great because he gets his ring before he doesn't even become Batman. He gets his ring right when his parents are murdered, and
Well, he's the Green Lantern, not the Batman.
no, he gets his ring right when his parents are murdered, and just the will that he has is so strong that it mixes with teenage Bruce Wayne's just dark mind that it just overrides the ring's lethal lockdown, because Green Lantern rings aren't allowed to kill.
Right.
So it overrides that, and it just unleashes just the darkest thoughts out of Bruce Wayne's head.
No shit.
Yes. And he straight up just murders the Guardians.
Of the Galaxy?
Might as well be. Guardians of the Universe.
That is fucking insane.
Yeah, and that's for that dark multiverse. That's for his version of the dark universe.
Oh,
The
geez, there are
Flash's
multiples?
version, or the Red Death.
Is there 50 others? Or sorry, 51 others?
So there's like, I think it's for like, there's like 7 or 8 of them.
There's 52 positive universes.
No. We're not talking about the different universes in
I was-
DC universe. We're not gonna fucking dive into
I
that.
was making a joke
That-
because you said there's one. I'm like, so is there 51 others?
and he took your question very literal. That's why I stopped him, because we are not gonna dive into how many universes there are when it comes to DC, because there's
I'm not going to name all of them.
No, I know, but we're not gonna dive into
and
that.
the answer is always
because that can
52?
get-
Yeah,
The answer is always 52, right?
Plastic Man's making a comeback.
Yeah, and the Flash. and the
Post
TV
no,
series.
that's Elongated Man.
Oh,
I'm talking Dark Knight Metal.
really?
Okay, so
Post Crisis.
so by Plastic Man you mean Captain Planet, and by Elongated Man you mean Stretch Armstrong?
No,
What the
Um,
fuck?
I'm talking like after Crisis on Infinite Earth.
Yeah.
That one, but before New 52.
Okay.
Yeah. So he has all the knowings of Crisis.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Are they just like making everything before the New 52 completely useless?
No.
Are they Days of Future Pasting this?
No.
No.
Okay, that's what it sounds like to me.
Because I think because the New 52 is its own universe in itself, isn't it?
Yeah.
I said I don't know. That's what I'm
Yeah.
asking.
New
So
52.
that's why we're
I'm trying
not
to stay-
gonna dive into.
I'm
the
trying to stay
universes
involved,
of DC.
But
you're
not
good.
but not go.
No.
You're good. You're good.
No, but that's why I said we're not gonna.
But
We're
no.
not gonna dive into the universes of DC just because of how fucking in depth every single.
But also I like the fact I can ask questions
Yeah,
and just go,
yeah.
just on how dumb they are.
But
But
no.
also the fact that that's what I might reference to in my mind.
Yeah.
Right, no, that's fine.
Like
But-
Plastic Man sounds like Stretch Armstrong to me.
No, that's cool how they're actually bringing him back.
It does, doesn't it?
But
It sounds like Stretch Armstrong.
but the Dark Multiverse is basically you take the 52 positive universes, if you were to look at it on a map, and basically Stranger Things it
You
and
mean the Upside Down?
that and flip it over. The back of it is basically
Where we're at today.
the Dark Universes.
So the positive
Oh.
52 is Houston. The negative 52 is Dallas.
If Dallas was, if there was a negative version of you running around Dallas,
It would probably be in
yes.
Dallas.
It would probably be in Dallas.
Out of all the places, it'd probably be Dallas. Nah, you ever heard those stupid like?
There's a
Like-
doppelganger
like the-
somewhere running. Somewhere
No,
in the world.
it's like the opposite of Houston's always Dallas. Like they always consider like there was one day I was at work, like they had the dock open, the sun was beaming in. There were some trash cans blocking off a driver, so they had to wait for him to pull in. And this guy, our receiver, was talking to one of the guys. They're looking out the door. It looked like the scene from Lion King where it's like, everywhere the sunlight touches is our land.
Except
And
Dallas.
Fuck
that.
And it's like, what about the shadows? We don't talk about that one.
We don't talk about that.
And I was like, I started laughing my ass off because that's what it reminded me of. And I told him later on, like, by the way, when you were talking to the guy, it looked like it was that scene from Lion King where it's like, anything the light touches is ours. He's like, you ever seen those memes where it's like, what about the shadow areas? Oh, it's just Dallas. Or what about where the light doesn't touch? Oh, that's just Dallas.
But no, there's literally one where like there's a universe where Batman turns into like a doomsday version of himself, and because Superman's just gone crazy, and that's the only way that he can stop him. Then I'm like, what the fuck?
What if it's like a sexual primal rage because you can't have sex due to the kryptonite condoms? He's like, I haven't got laid.
I haven't gotten laid in years.
Superman, it's been months. Years!
Superman, it's been like an hour. I know.
Kryptonian years. There's no time difference. Unless he flies back and turns around the world. But
Apparently, a new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer dropped with English subtitles.
is it the one talking about Monsters Inc. or a different one? because apparently there's gonna be a Monster Inc. world, and
Yeah, I saw that this morning.
Mm-hmm.
it seems cool. But I'm not a big fan of Kingdom Hearts. I thought the combat was really clunky, and apparently it is, but people still love it. Like it apparently got no better between the remakes they constantly keep releasing. Like I was watching my girlfriend play it, and it was just like wham, 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 and she's like missing. I'm like, why is he doing that? She's like, it's really clunky. I was like, it's like the 7th release of the game. How have they not fixed this?
It even got remastered. How is this not fixed?
Pretty much. But also, apparently, my girlfriend didn't know Crash Bandicoot got a remaster. I was like, what rock do you live under? Also, dude, she's been watching Prison School. Sorry, actually, correction. She finished Prison School.
Why?
I don't know, like,
I asked that same question.
which is weird because like her anime selection is like typical like girl.
Typical vanilla shit.
No, not really vanilla, but I mean, she delved. Like, I got her into Citrus on accident.
I heard
Yeah,
that you were like, I gotta stay up and finish this.
and then she was
I
like,
need to catch up, by the way.
Still
I haven't
watched it.
I haven't checked it recently, but I don't know if there's a new chapter or not.
Oh, I need to watch the new episode of Darling in the Franxx and then the new episode of Dragon Ball Super that aired tonight.
We need to start Violet Evergarden, which is apparently Evergarden, not Evergreen.
Yeah, Violet Evergarden and Seven Deadly Sins season 2. That they're 5 episodes in Japan, but we don't get it because Netflix has the rights to it here in America, and they have to release it all at once.
Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Dude, all these animes that Netflix is getting right now, they're not simulcasting it.
Yep.
They're waiting until it's fully done, fully dubbed, and then they'll release it.
Yep. That's why we're not getting things until like March and April.
Fucking Netflix.
Right.
This podcast brought to you by Netflix.
No, it's not.
Fuck you.
Joking.
No, it's
Joking.
not. Take that back.
We just cut it out. Like,
Broadcast brought to you by Hulu. No, kidding. Joking
Christ,
again.
I'm gonna run over there and slap you.
No.
what if we cut?
No,
What if we
but-
cut his out and it's like brought to you by Stop the Homeless,
Brought to you by.
Global Takeover, brought to you by DC Comics.
Brought to you by net neutrality.
We will pay the difference to make the podcast known,
We will make you listen because this is America.
and we have rope.
We're working on a little project for you guys. Eventually, we'll get it ready, or it'll be ready eventually. I don't know which one is the right one, but until we get it right, we'll figure it out and we'll put it out. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be you're gonna be able to see the inside of what we do, and you're gonna be able to see the things that we like.
Just not the inside of us.
Unless you wear your heart on your sleeve, then you will see your insides.
Well, okay,
There's
we went there.
Yeah.
there's 2 levels of jokes there.
Yeah, we went there.
Yeah.
I don't think we needed to go there, but we went there.
It's okay. You can cut it out, and it's like we went there, and it's like, where did we go?
Anyways, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting, and you get to see,
Our hideous mugs,
yeah, very hideous.
and you get to see my fake voice, how I make it and stuff. Especially when I go, especially my deep voice that does that. I still don't know how I can do that.
That's fucking terrifying.
I can do this.
But you can't do it for a long time and hold it. But you put a strain on your throat when you're doing it.
Nah, it's actually like tongue placement.
My tongue gets a strain.
Try to hold a full conversation with the voice, and
Depends on the full conversation.
it depends on the conversation. Or you can give you a conversation and be about anything. Like, let's talk how shitty Capture the Flag is, and for why they made it into a competitive season.
It's really such a blizzard.
Like, what is the point of a competitive season Capture the Flag?
That's because people were complaining that there was no new
What the
game mode.
fuck are you saying?
That's because people were complaining that there was no game mode.
Thank
no
you,
new game mode.
translator.
Alright, good. We have a Ling-Ling translator.
We have a Ling-Ling linguist.
A linguistic.
A linguist for Ling-Ling.
A linguistic.
I thought that was actually really clever when I came up with it in my mind.
A Ling-Ling linguist.
That's actually really hard to say fast.
I was 4-0. Now I'm
I
5
fucked that
and
up.
It's better than
1.
04 Watch.
Yeah, I think so.
Have you seen, since the competitive league, people were going, it's called 04 Watch.
What?
0-4 Watch. 04 Watch. Overwatch. Because of the competitive league, people kept 04ing each other. Like, you'd tell when people were just being dominated. People were like, Overwatch.
Never heard of that.
Oh, dude, I like read the Twitter comments all the time. People are like,
No, I don't dive that far into the Twitter comment feed on the Overwatch posts. They can get really just really weird.
make Torbjorn wall climb.
Especially that Torbjorn wall crime. That was absolutely terrifying.
You could ask Veedo. I tested it today. It didn't work.
That's like,
It was terrifying.
He watched me run it through a wall.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
the best thing though was I was making a joke with TamTam and our friend Ron. And I was telling him like what Torbjorn needs is this hook hand. Just like he just spins it, and he holds it above. He just takes and spins his hook hand. He just puts it above his head and just takes off.
Helicopter hand.
And then if
you know, other than him reloading his gun with that hand, what else does he fucking do with it?
you can
Nothing.
you can pleasure everyone.
Huh?
One in the pink, one in the stink.
No, but seriously, his other hand is useless. Like, you have the gun, and then he switches to a hammer. But what is his fucking left hand doing that spins molten lava?
He lost it in the water.
Is there backstory behind that or no?
I don't know.
Or is it just strictly character design?
I think there's backstory behind it.
That's like you put pirate one. He's a hook, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's pointless.
I think his Santa one, he has both hands, which is really weird.
Does he?
I think so.
I don't know. I didn't buy a Santa skin this year.
I got it in the loot box.
Oh, you got this Santa Bjorn?
Uh-huh. Santa Bjorn?
Santa Bjorn.
Santa Bjorn? You do his voice really weirdly
Santa
well.
Bjorn.
It's weirdly, like, the accent's really good on it. But,
It sounds too happy.
yeah.
You sound like you're just like, I love mocking him.
I do.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he does.
He does not have both hands.
He doesn't?
What if he has two hook hands?
What does he have for his... How does his hook hand work?
It's like,
What is it? Wood?
Yeah, it's wood.
I mean...
I'm Googling this
What's the point of
right
his
now.
other fucking hand?
I'm pretty sure it's like lore has something to do with it though.
I'm Googling it. This really makes me curious now.
Seriously, because like he has that other hand, and all you see is just spit in the circle. I'm gonna pour molten lava into my hand cannon. What's the point of his other hand? What is that? The other hand? What if his other hand is Well, no, because it wouldn't be because you can still reload while you're.
I thought you were about to ask
Turns
like
out.
what was inside the payload on Nibani, and I was like, no, that's a Doomfist. That's what Doomfist has as his fist. What if that was Torbjorn's actual hand?
It's. Oh my god.
Doomfist
How
used
terrifying
to
that
be
would
Torbjorn's hand.
walking with it. Because Doomfist's hand's the size of him.
Oh, Torbjorn is. Whatever he says. My baby.
My baby.
No, the best one. Don't get your beard stuck in the litter box. It's like, what the hell does that voice line even mean?
I don't know.
Don't get your beard stuck in the letterbox.
I don't know.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Some of
Torbjorn?
the voice lines that these characters have make no sense.
There was one time I was watching this like documentary. They were talking about like characters' voice lines. Apparently, since Blizzard's like so like worldwide, they can like call or like just walk over to a different like part of the department. It's like, what's a good voice line for this character, and like talk to someone in like fluent in that language. And they'll be like, oh, this, and they're like, okay, cool, let's work with it then. But I think the coolest voice line though is the sorry from May.
Oh yeah.
I think the way it happened is really cool because the voice actor messed up, and she's like, sorry, and they're like, yeah, keep that.
That's how they got that. The sorry.
Yeah, she messed up on the voice line. She apologized, and she apparently just goes, sorry.
She apologized in May's voice.
Well,
I guess that's just her natural voice.
Speaking of,
She's gonna be in Matsuri, right?
I think so.
So it's gonna be Sombra, May.
Sombra and Symmetra's voice actors were there last
Yeah,
year.
they're coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming back. And I think May's gonna be there. I think somebody else is gonna be there. One of the guys.
Oh, it's Roadhogs.
Roadhog's gonna be there. Yeah, Roadhog's voice actor's gonna be there.
He looks like Josh in like 10 years. Have you ever seen?
It's like 5 of them that are gonna be here this year.
Well, it's because they're so big in the like.
In the anime community.
Yeah, that too.
I have Sombra followed on YouTube. She's actually really fucking hilarious.
Is she?
I want to run up to her and go, "You're the loudest stealth character ever. I want to hit you."
You can hear her fucking her heels clicking on the ground.
No, it's not even that. You can literally hear when she goes out of stealth.
What I hate
I'm right
is-
here. It's like,
The worst one
thank
is
you.
right behind
Right
you.
behind you.
That's the worst one ever. It's like I'm right. Like shut up. You're a flank
Here I
character.
Avocado la luces.
That's the best one though. That freaking picture where she's an avocado.
At first I didn't realize that like boop was like an actual voice line for her.
It's also a voice line for Lucio.
Boop.
They get
Really?
Lucio too.
Lucio has a boop?
Yeah.
Yeah, he goes, boop.
Dude, I did
Same with Roadhog Lucio. Push off. Because Lucio goes push off, and then Roadhog goes push off.
Push off.
Roadhog says it?
Yeah.
That's funny. I remember I got like a stupid environmental with Lucio and I just went I hit my tinnitus line.
That's the
That's
best.
how you get tinnitus.
That's like one of the best voice lines in the game. That and young punks, get off my lawn.
I got another one I got one for a soldier yesterday. or
Environmental?
today. Huh?
An environmental?
No, voice line.
Oh,
It's like another old man voice line that he
There-
says. I
there's-
forgot what he says.
I think they threw this one in just to get rid of people's like suspicions of like family trees within Overwatch. But one's like, I'm not your father.
No, it's not that one.
There was people who like shipped Mercy and Soldier. There's people who thought Reinhardt and Anna were Farrah's parents.
Yeah, who thought Farrah was Reinhardt's daughter.
How?
There's people thought like they're just trying to piece things together, and Blizzard had to come out and say no, fuck off, like calm down with that.
Like it's just fans going really
Yeah.
deep into the Overwatch lore.
Pretty much.
I downloaded all the comics for Overwatch. I need to read them. I think the first one is like with McCree. He's like on a train or some shit.
Speaking of McCree, man,
I got a good headshot with him earlier today, and I suck with McCree.
McCree's only good if you're hitting headshots. That's the problem with McCree, is you don't hit headshots, switch.
Yeah, but it was mystery heroes, so I couldn't switch.
Yeah.
I had to die, but I was actually doing decent. I got a couple of headshots.
Was that when we were playing Mystery Heroes?
Yeah, we were playing
Okay.
mystery
Well, it's
heroes.
like that one round where I was playing him and I got like 4 kills right out of spawn. I'm like, by the way, I suck with them. You're like, yeah, we don't believe you.
Roadhog says, there's a certain line Roadhog says that I absolutely love, and it's like Ling-Ling. I told you about this when we were when we were, I think, headed back from.
Is it that one voice line you had no idea what it meant until you looked it up?
No, it wasn't that. It was the. God, where were we headed back from?
Why don't you just type it from your phone? Why are you typing it as me?
Because you showed me your phone, doofus.
What'd you say?
Oh,
I didn't say anything. I erased it.
What were you gonna say?
it's
I guess I'll read it.
so much trouble going on in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Road HO single G. That's Roadhog saying that. I'm like, fucking great.
Did you just look up his voice line?
Mm-hmm.
Look up Soldier's voice lines. I'm trying to. I have the PlayStation on. I'll just look at it on the PlayStation. Just mute the volume. Just show you which one it is. But I don't remember what it was. But it made him like it was like another old man voice line. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Which one? Which one?
I don't know. I have.
I know. I mean, like, which? Do you remember, like, what it had to pertain to?
Huh?
Do you?
Was it part of the new event that came out Thursday?
Yeah, that.
I don't know. Maybe. Let's see.
So I don't think the wiki has been updated for that.
The best one still is Zarya's voice lines to everything. That's robotic.
She's such a freaking robot racist.
God, I remember like one time, like I think like Zenyatta died, or like I killed a Zenyatta. She's like filthy omnix. I was like, oh Jesus! Like I like playing you, but you're a giant racist.
I like playing you, but jeez.
Speaking of which, like, my first arcade set win, I got her yellow skin, like, immediately.
Oh, you bitch.
Freaking Veto over here got Genji's.
What?
Bitch.
Our first set arcade win.
Oh yeah, I did get Genji's.
We both got a
Yeah,
gold.
you went monster hunting.
Fuck you guys. I still haven't gotten any of them.
I wish I had Zarya's golden weapon now. Like, freaking Cobra on it would look sick as fuck.
Where is it?
Oh my god. If you get in-game triggers, if you get a kill with the Grillmaster 76, he will literally say, steak before chicken, vegetables are coming in third.
Have you heard that skin before? You have the Grillmaster skin.
I do too. I've never heard that before.
I haven't either. I have the Alpine 76 skin, though. I managed to get that one somehow.
What the fuck?
So in the group...
I'm Not Your Father's the Overwatch anniversary.
Oh, that's
line.
what it was?
Yeah.
I got that one. I'm like, I'm not your father. The best voice line, though, is still honest. Children behave when people are messing around. And
I think it's that's sir to you. I got that one.
I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah, I think I got that one. It's like that's sir to you.
Let me see.
Well, it's dead time if people are looking up references.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I got earlier today. Thought it was kind of funny. He's like, that's sir to you. But the young punks get off my lawn will always be like the best voice line.
It's that or tinnitus.
Yeah, that tinnitus. Nah, happy birthday is pretty high up there. Just because it's
Happy
so random.
birthday.
Yeah.
It's so random.
It's just so fucking random. And then I think one of my other favorite voice lines is GG.
Oh God.
Especially when Zarya says it.
GG.
GG. He used to do that, right?
That was me.
Or was it you?
That's
You're
back. That's back when
every
we
time
saw.
you get a kill, GG.
That was when I used to like main Zarya.
Yeah.
That was a disturbing time of my life
Why?
because I was too good.
He was.
Like-
I
I picked up-
Widow now, and
I picked up-
gonna get good.
I picked up Zarya for like a month, and I just got really good with her, and then I stopped playing her, and then I suck.
You never got her bikini skin, did you?
Me?
Yeah. For
Zarya's
Widow?
bikini
No,
skin?
for Widow.
I was saying,
God,
I
no.
don't want to see Zarya's bikini
Oh,
skin.
no, I never got Widows.
That'd be disgusting.
Widow's bikini skin.
Oh, from the summer games.
Beautiful, yes.
I've seen animations where the sunglasses act as the visor, and it just drops to her face.
Yeah, they're fucking beautiful.
I like her Year of the Dog skin.
The Black Lotus one?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's really nice.
Oh my god, they're fucking gorgeous.
Really nice.
I don't believe them.
It's whatever.
What?
Or we're trying to get DJ Scred to come over here because he was making it seem like we did the show without him and didn't invite him. So I was like, we're only an hour and a half in. You can still make it.
Yeah,
But
tell him to get his ass over here.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm going to sleep."
yeah,
It's like, I don't believe you.
Tell him to get his white ass over here.
Exactly, right?
that's why I did the beer. You mean you're drinking more beer?
And then he messaged you back saying the beer thing too. And I'm like, no, you aren't.
Yep. Kind of want to play some Overwatch now. That we've been talking Overwatch.
I don't. I want to play Monster Hunter still.
I need to catch up on Monster Hunter, but
You're
I'm
not too
just-
far behind.
I'm just having too much fun with this. I want to get the skins for
You and me both.
the Lunar Year.
I don't blame you.
It's a lot of fun. I like the theme that's
It's a
going
lot
on,
of fun,
so-
except for Capture the Flag.
It sucked last year. I don't know why people thought it was going to be good this year.
It was better than it is this year.
Why? Because you were actually able to fly with Diva.
No, I never played Diva last year.
He played Bastion last year. I remember this.
I played
His
Roadhog.
friend-
Still played Roadhog.
We were playing with this friend
Sean?
earlier.
We were
and-
playing with Sean.
And
How many
he,
PSN
decided
accounts
to
does
choose
Sean have?
Bastion.
3. No, 4.
No.
Pleb Sean. Or no, yeah, Pleb Sean.
Fuck my ash.
Buck My Ash.
That's the one we were playing with, Buck My Ash.
Yeah, we were playing Buck My Ash.
I saw he was like X Smurf account X.
That's
Yeah.
it. No, we were playing with X Smurf account X.
So he has
That's
4.
the same guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
yeah,
what
he
we
was
were-
saying like, that he's like Buck My Ash. and
He has like 4 accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he has like
And then we were
a
playing
bunch of
with.
different accounts for some reason. I thought that was weird. Like, why the fuck does he have so many accounts?
It's because he places masters, so he just gets bored.
Yeah,
Oh, is he that good at Overwatch?
Like if you asked him to,
Competitive?
he would actually boost you
he
up
would
to.
carry you. Yeah,
Really?
No, he wouldn't carry you. He'd boost you
yeah.
if you cared to. I mean,
Like,
I
he-
don't want to.
He was kind of getting on my nerves though because you kept bitching about the characters
Oh
that he
my
was getting
God.
in
Mystery
Mystery
Heroes.
Heroes. I was like, that's Mystery
He
Heroes.
kept getting freaking healers.
Yeah, he doesn't play healers.
Yeah, he plays Hanzo Junkrat, but he's like 600 ranked 600th with Junkrat.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he's under 1,000.
Mhm.
Wow.
That's actually one of Pierre's like real life friends.
Really?
Yeah.
He's
Like-
Canadian?
Well, I say quote unquote friend because I don't know where they stand right now.
He's Canadian?
Yeah, he's Canadian.
So
There's actually
we're gonna get him to carry us through the competitive season tomorrow then. Like the real competitive season.
yeah,
So we
I don't
get
think he
out
can
of silver.
I don't think he can one man carry you out, but
he's not
I mean,
going
I'll be
to
helping.
he's good. But I don't think he's that good.
I'll be helping.
We'll
I'm
be
not
helping.
that bad.
We'll be helping.
Are you at a bronze yet, or are you still in bronze?
I'll be
I'm in
helping.
silver.
Oh, you got out.
Yeah. I'm at 15-10.
Okay, so you did.
Did you
barely-
get out on your own?
What?
Did you get out on your own? Ah, he did
Did-
better than I did.
Well, you could have got out, but
I could have got out, but Leo took over.
Yeah, I got to 15-33, then lost a match, barely stayed in silver.
if you look at mine,
Dude, isn't it fucking retarded how much you drop
Yes.
from one loss?
the,
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
the reason why is based upon personal score. So if you're doing a carry on a loss, you'll lose less. But yet,
Kyle,
those two
I was
things-
the only one to fucking stay on the point for my whole team.
What about the other medals besides objective time?
Okay, hold on.
I got the... Everybody else was fucking around. I was the only one to kill. I was playing Roadhog, healing myself. So I got gold healing.
where you kind of fucked.
No, I got gold elims for my team, gold healing, gold objective
Gee, I wonder
time.
why.
And I'm just like, why did I fucking drop 20 points?
Dude, 20 is nothing. You can drop up to 27 or 28. Like you can drop almost 30 points.
Yeah, I think I've dropped 30 points.
I dropped
before.
23
I think
points.
the most I've dropped is 29, and that was like holy crap. Like I was trying
Yeah.
to play Zen, and my team had like Down syndrome or something.
Were you on team chat or were you just
That was-
chatting it on party?
I was in party.
That
but
was back
That's
when
where you fucked up.
that was also back when I was like a gold Zen player. Like I was like really good with
I
Zen.
realized that team chat is
But
very,
this is
very
also
important.
the. But I didn't want to make Kalen's mistake where he ripped on his team and
I don't
he
think
was in game chat.
That's his own fault. It tells you when you're in.
Yeah,
you literally see a
it
blue.
on the top left corner of your
I was saying you
screen.
can literally see a blue icon in the top left corner where it's like you're talking.
I think he realized that after.
Yeah, we're always like, oh my god, this team sucks so much ass.
Yeah, he was like,
Also,
"Oh shit."
he's also not the correct person to be talking like that either.
Why? Because it's not that good.
He plays May.
He plays May,
he's-
Bastion, and Soldier.
Okay, so does Leo. Leo plays May. That's like Leo's main. He's a main. He's a main.
He used to be, not anymore though.
What does he play now?
It was Mercy until the buff or the nerf.
Till
Not,
the
definitely not the
killing
buff.
nerf.
The nerf, the breaking nerf.
Until
where they
until
kill-
until
broke
they
it,
kicked her off the cliff.
where they just broke her.
Until they kicked her off the cliff in Destiny 2.
That video was so stupid.
I was laughing. I was like, "That's
That
not."
video was just like, what the fuck am I watching? We get it. Mercy's broken. We don't want anything to do with her anymore.
Technically, she's fixed.
But, huh?
Technically, she's fixed. Her ult was broken.
There was nothing broken about 2 reses.
It wasn't that. It was the time frame was the longest.
Oh, how long her okay, yeah, her ult did last.
What
too
they
long.
could have done was they could have cut down the time. They could have cut down the immediate res, and they could have cut down the.
Yeah, giving it a bigger gap to get that second res would have gave you also giving you a chance to where
Either
you
that or-
couldn't
or cut
to
down-
get that second res.
Take the cut time. They just cut down the time a little bit. That's all they had to do. Not just obliterate.
Butcher it completely.
Well, the reason why is they don't want her being like the one trick pony of reses. Which I mean, I understand that, but why have the res
Then make
ability?
your other support characters better.
They have a better one. It's a Moira. Moira's
She can't
broken.
res.
She can pretty much res herself.
Right, but
Her L2 can reach across the map.
that's true.
It has the length of Roadhog's hook.
I don't even know what the hell his linked is. I've had hooks hit me across map. I've had hooks hit me from 20 feet away. I've had hooks hit me from like point blank, not even facing my direction.
It's fucking beautiful.
It makes no sense.
I love Moira.
I have a video of Roadhog's hook going through the map on Castillo. Like it went like let's say here's the ledge. I'm right here. It went through the corner and hit me.
I have a video of that too. I have
I
a
have a-
video of me hooking a McCree, literally going boop, and going.
I have a video where Roadhog was looking left, hit my kneecap as Zenyatta and pulled me from the right side. Like, that's that little 4-second video where you just see a hook face the wrong direction and pull me in as Zen. I'm like, there's no way you hit me. I saved this as video evidence.
I got a weird hook earlier where he just threw me off the ledge. I think we were
Oh,
playing
that
at
was
the time too.
I watched
Yeah,
that.
today.
Do they?
He had the chance to knock Roadhog off the edge. Roadhog gets that second jump in air because he's bullshit. Exactly. When he tried to knock Roadhog off the edge, he gets this retarded jump where he just goes, "Oh, there's no ground. Let me jump real quick," and fixes it.
Yeah, that happens
then-
sometimes. Like you can see it on.
Like there's one time I was trying to do it on Necropolis, and I had
that
Lucio. I L2'd him, and he just goes.
Yeah, midair jumps.
He made our jumps.
And it was actually in part of the play of the game.
Yeah, you watched it too.
Yeah.
That
was
was
really fucking
that
weird.
was a long time ago. But earlier today, he diva flew into Roadhog. Was supposed to go off the edge. He jumped, hooked him as diva, and then
spun me
and it
threw
pulled
me
him off the edge.
It was really weird.
I watched that. And I'm like, I bet that guy saved that video and had an instant erection.
Probably.
Those. I like doing like the whole
The bullshit hooks.
the hooking people, turning and just dropping them.
I've gotten one person like that.
I'm not good at that.
Like you
love
have
to-
to go. All right, got him. Look. Like
Yeah.
And then
As soon as you
hook 'em, turn.
yeah, as soon as you know that, as soon as you hear that, you have to go. Whoop.
Like you literally have to go. All right, I got him. Look.
Yeah, you have to hear that, and
that's
like,
how you know,
all
yeah.
right, I hooked him.
Unless-
I turned.
Unless you just naturally have it down. Me, I hooked him one time and I was like, oh, turn. And I was like, yes, I got it.
Yeah, I did that, and I'm just like, all right, got him. Dropped it, like I dropped Diva, and she just goes, no, boom, and I'm just like,
Did you catch her when she was flying at you, or did you?
no,
Catch her?
she didn't. She just dropped, and I'm just like,
There was one time where
Diva, do you not realize you can fly?
there was one map. We were playing on Ilios the well. I had Lucio. This diva flew into the map and she landed right in front of the well. I just bopped her in. You just watch her. No.
She can't save herself.
No, it was over then.
Yeah, some of those environmentals are fucking awesome. Like I got a really good one on Ilios with the well, with Junkrat.
Those wells are so much fun.
It was I think it was a Lucio environmental, and that was a total accident, dude. Because I was just fucking throwing bombs in, and I just threw a concussion and like in between two people, and I was just trying to kill one of them, and it turns out the concussion just launches Lucio over and just gets an environmental. I was like, yeah, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah.
There was this one thing I want to try,
awesome.
and I never get the chance because I don't play Zarya anymore.
Ult into the well. Didn't
No.
you do that once? And you
No.
got like two of them.
I got one of them, but this
Oh,
Arissa
you got,
was
like, Reinhardt
the
or
Arissa
something?
was holding on to the edge for dear life, and then my team was just watching it, just go, "Oh, what's gonna happen next?
What's going to happen next, guys?
Are you gonna get a king kill?"
It's so annoying that whenever you fucking
No, but
your competitive team is just so uncooperative, and then you get the team that like decides to go and team chat and literally just talk about absolutely nothing and communicate nothing
The
about
one
the
time
fucking
that
game.
I went to, that's what, back to my Trump thing.
here before you
uh,
start that, let me finish my story real quick. I'm sorry, I started one.
What story?
Well, what I was gonna say was is on the Ilios well, there was a meta popping up for a while. It's died down. I've never seen anyone do it, but people put a Mei ice wall right above that middle well. Zarya ult the wall, so it draws him in from the outside, pulls him up over the well, and just drops him in. I've never seen anyone do it, but I saw a video one time where they got a team kill off it.
So this is the well, right? The can is the well.
Pass me that coaster. That's the wall.
Okay, so the wall is literally over the well.
Yeah.
Itself.
Yeah, because you can put it on the edge and it sticks over the
Okay,
well.
so it would be like about like that.
It'd be like that, where it's partially on the ledge / wall, and you hit that corner with the Zarya ult, and you just watch as it pulls everyone in, and because they're suspended over the well, because the one I had to do is I just dropped it in and it popped over the corner.
Yeah, and then the ice wall disappears and they just all fall in.
Exactly.
Wow.
Either that or it pulls them all in, because you hit the straight side, it'll hit from all directions,
Yeah.
and since it's dead center in the well, it just drops them all in.
It's fucking terrible.
Do you think it's still doable?
Oh, it's definitely still doable, but you just gotta have a Mei and a Zarya.
Then have to be at least in a party or team chat.
Either that or just go, ult ready. Okay, got you. Ice wall. That's what the point of that communication is. Okay, so about your comp score, I want to tell that little meta.
Oh, it wasn't the comp score. It was my.
Sorry, comp story.
The reason I don't do the whole team chat thing is because I literally tried the team chat once, and it was literally
I don't frequent the team chats.
no. It was literally
Cancer.
yes. It was literally guys. I'm May. Guys, I'm May. Guys, I'm May. Guys, I'm Mercy. Guys, I'm Mercy. I'm like.
There was one time, freaking DJ Squared and I, he was in gold
back
and
to
I was
party
too,
chat.
and I queued in with them, and we got like mid-tier gold kids. This kid's like,
I'm gonna be a Reaper.
I'm like, all right, cool, I'll be Zenyatta. He goes, are you good with Zen? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty decent. He goes, okay, good. And he's like, thanks, Zen. Thanks, Zen. Oh, Zen, why'd you die? Oh, thanks, Zen. That was a bad ult. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't get them all the time. He goes, he's like, why didn't you switch to a different healer? I'm like, I don't like any healer besides Zenyatta. This is before I got really into Moira. Like, I thought Moira was kind of lame.
I do it.
But she's really a beast.
I fell in love with her. Like
It steals play of the games from everybody.
Dude, her play of the game algorithm's fucking stupid. They need to rework her somehow. The fact that they're going to have to nerf her and then there's going to be 3 useless healers now.
Yeah,
The best-
they're gonna get enough complaints that they'll touch
don't
more.
put that
Dude,
evil on me.
they
both
admitted
of
the
you.
fact that they're like, if we get enough complaints about Mercy, we'll consider looking back into her. I'm like, the whole community was like, no, don't do this. Don't do this. And they're like, we're going to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna touch the button.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna touch it.
Watch, I'm gonna do it.
Don't put that evil
That's
on me.
just really
about
shitty that they
nerf.
have to be like that.
It's like with Hanzo's scatter arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that they're gonna get rid of it, and they're gonna buff everything else that he can do.
Is that what they considered? That's just a dumb idea.
That's the
Because right now, he can headshot a 200 or less. The one less is Tracer. But
right. But yeah, they're gonna get rid of his scatter arrow.
and if
just
he's-
buff. They should just nerf the scatter arrow to where it doesn't do that much damage, because it can do up to 400 damage.
what they need to do is they need
Just
to
cut it in half.
they need to buff Orisa's health, debuff her shield,
Yeah. Wait, why?
Oh, definitely.
because her shield has 900 health, but she has 400. That's her trade-off. So if they raise one, lower the other,
It'll be a little bit better.
it'll balance out, and she won't take a one-shot scatter shot in death. Because the scatter shot, if done in the perfect spot, which
Kills a resistance.
I don't think a Hanzo man can even land that spot perfectly, because that shot's way too freaking random. Dude, the other day I shot a scatter shot in the spawn, just dicking around. It didn't even break. It stayed as one shot and went. I was like, how's this a scatter shot? It stayed in the freaking thing. And then I shot a second one. I'm like, wait, did they already mess with this? And it just broke the second time. I'm like, what happened on that first shot?
That's weird. Maybe you just hit a bug. Like some kind of bug just happened.
I don't know, because we were playing together and I told you about that. I'm like, dude, what happened? And I was concerned.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna be touching all sorts of characters, and supposedly they're gonna look into May too.
Well, it's because literally Mei is a troll character right now. That's pretty much all she's good for is blocking defense and blocking attackers.
Yeah.
And whether or not attackers is your side or their side doesn't matter.
Well, I mean,
Believe it.
What else is she gonna be useful for?
She's actually, her ult is very good.
Yeah.
Right, but that's about it.
That's pretty much.
Basically, keeping a bunch of people in place so somebody else like Diva can come in and just
Or
Boom.
a Junkrat.
Or you see him freeze and you just see her, they go, pew, pew. You watch her aim at you. Like, you can tell who's good with Megs. They'll do it fluidly, but you'll see. They take their
that
sweet,
was me earlier.
they're taking their
That
sweet
was
time
me
with the
earlier. I
headshot.
was just like, all right, line it up. Gotcha.
It's always so fun.
Spun the gun, put it back in my holster.
And then you realize you're playing McCree.
Yep. No, but yeah, I did that with May earlier. Froze a Reaper and then I had to aim up and get him.
It's always so funny to be on the receiving end of it and just watch the Mei like freeze you, and then you see him pause for a second, like he told her trying to aim, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. And then one time I broke out of it. Like I mash X every time I'm frozen, hoping I can get that jump to get out of that headshot alignment.
Yeah.
I usually just like left or right. I'm just like,
Trying to strafe.
yeah, just
See what I don't.
because they can't react if I just go like left or right.
Well, of course I move at the same time, but I'm always trying to jump to misalign that headshot.
Mhm.
Because I mean, if they anticipate you're gonna go left or right, Because typically, if they're near point, you're not going to go towards the point. You're going to go away. So they
Yeah.
just go left, L2,
I go back. Still get headshot.
pretty much.
Everybody should just start playing Widow.
Oh God.
What is this? No Limits Widow?
Oh, I mean, get good with Widow.
The only limit is the fact that
Widow's hard to use, man.
Oh, dude, I fucking know.
I'm-
Try
I've
PC
been
Widow.
playing with her.
Our
I've been
PC
trying to
Widow's
get good
easier,
with
though.
her.
Fuck that.
Dude, I'm
No.
getting kind of decent.
No,
I'm-
PC Widow?
Oh,
Fuck
I
that
heard,
shit.
I heard it's a
I heard
bit
it's easier.
Oh, fuck that. No.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to try it. I'm gonna have to come over and try it. Watch me get
Alright.
like fucking 24-player kill streak, all headshots.
Alright, love it. Feel free to level me
Get
up
him the
then.
trophy. Get him the cute spray trophy.
Definitely.
So what's your name on PC? Because the fact that you didn't mess up your PSN like you did this one.
Oh, did you actually not make it your name?
I'm actually genuinely curious. Back to your face? I'm kind of concerned you made it something lame.
It's T-Moles.
Yeah.
Why'd you use your name?
Because I wanted to make it Weeb Killer.
And you can't.
Why not?
Because it's okay. It's not like...
Hold
Kay-
on. Well, that doesn't answer the question of why not.
I don't know.
Why couldn't you?
Was it taken?
Yes.
Could you not work
You
with
could have
it?
done. Okay, you could have
No.
done Weeb with 2 3s. Did you try that?
No.
Or like an extra E, or 3 3s,
I didn't try that.
or lowercase, one uppercase,
Or you could have
or
done.
one number, one uppercase.
No.
Or you could have done kill with 3 L's.
Yeah, you could.
Ugh.
It's better than your name.
Or you could have been like Weebla Kill.
Weebla Kill. But no, Kalen's is his last name.
That's actually pretty cool.
Cutler?
That's actually really cool. Like if you didn't know his last name, the name Cutler just sounds cool. I asked him if his last name originated from cutlery, and he got mad at me.
But that's a
It's a legitimate
just
question.
A simple question.
I thought it was a
Are
legitimate
you-
question.
Are you famous for having cutlery? Like, are you a part of the cutlery family? Get the fuck out of my house.
But you're at my house. He was like, "That's not the point."
Right.
The fuck out of my house. It's like,
So I left the party chat.
but you're at your house. Shut up. You get kicked. It's like, wait a minute. I'm party leader. The fuck just happened here?
Why the fuck is there a picture of a naked?
I just saw that a naked picture of Squirtle.
I couldn't even say the word because I was too confused by it.
Follow us on Twitter at KOH Podcast. It's KOHPODCAST.
Our-
Same thing for Instagram, KOH Podcast. We're not really on Facebook that much just because we don't really use it that much. We're more on Twitter and Instagram if you want to get in touch with us. Questions, comments, concerns, email us at kohpodcast@gmail.com. That's KOHPODCAST@gmail.com. I can't even spell it. How can you spell it? I gotta spell it out, you know?
Forget about it.
You gotta forget about it, man. Just gotta go about it.
But if they forget about it, how will they remember to send us questions?
Don't forget about it.
Calm down, DC Comics.
Comics.
Detective Comics.
DCCI. So that's it. I guess that's it. Our special guest tonight is somebody who hasn't been on the show in a very long time. It's Tam to the Tam. He's decided to grace us with his presence tonight and
My phone ran away.
giving us some good talk, some good comic talk, man. I haven't actually had like a good comic book talk in a while.
I'm
that was
sorry,
good.
I don't read.
No, that's cool. No, it's just like I
He
don't
didn't
really
learn to
like.
read.
I haven't really kept up with like most recent DC, and I've heard of Batman Metal and been wanting to get into it. So it's like I got super excited
really
about
good.
Batman Metal. That was fucking like
It's really good.
I can't. I need it. I'm waiting for the trade backs to come out so I can read the trade backs and get the graphic novels to read them.
So speaking of Batman, though, what's that Batman Samurai CGI one based on? Or is it not a comic and just gross
Not a
CGI?
comic.
An
it's
original
just-
animation.
Or is it just gross CGI thrown together?
Yeah.
CGI, yeah.
Yeah, but
It
they
looks-
made it into a figure, which the figure looks badass. It's
I-
like
I-
$60 and up for pre-order right now.
Yeah, I saw the figure, but I was just curious about the. I don't want to call it a cartoon because I know that's the correct term. But
Animated
it just looks so.
movie.
It looks cool, but so gross at the same time.
Animated movie.
Are you pocket fishing yourself right now?
Speaking of
What are you
pocket, hold on. Speaking of pocket pool, what's that story?
What story?
Pocket pool.
You said you have a pocket pool
Pocket
story.
pool?
You-
Oh, I know this kid in middle school who literally played pocket pool, cut a hole in his pocket and like stuck his hand in his pants and like jerked off in class underneath the desk.
Oh, they meant like he's like shifting his huge boner. Like I had the problem too.
No, he would jerk off. He jerked off in class. Like jerked off in class, cut a hole in his pocket and like jerked off in class and like came in his pants or something.
Was he taken to OAC?
Huh?
Or was he never caught?
I don't know. Apparently not. He was able to do it so calmly.
Was this a
How do you-
more than one time occasion?
I guess. I don't know.
Shit.
All I know is that he did it.
I don't see how anyone can calmly jerk off. Like if anything, you like that's like the most deepest of primal instincts kick in. Where you're like,
Right.
He was
And
just gracefully just.
well, that's like there's some comedian that
How
makes.
how do you not just notice someone going
Right. So like his hand's gonna be in his pocket. He's going like.
Well, that's like there's some comedian talking about the fact that she's like, "How's that feel good? You look angry."
I don't know who was that comedian.
I don't know.
Probably like Amy Schumer. I hate Amy Schumer.
I can't believe
everybody does.
the only reason she got famous was making
She
fun of
was-
Ryan Dunn's death.
She what?
Yeah.
She was
on the Comedy Central roast of it was Charlie Sheen.
I think so too. Like that's like one of her like debut.
Yeah, we talked about this before on an episode.
Like that's
Probably.
like the one reason why she got famous was she just made fun of Ryan Dunn's death, and everyone's like, "Ooh, she's so edgy," and then no one liked her after that.
She's a shitty comedian. She was okay on the episode of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. The way she was trying to react to Jerry Seinfeld's jokes were just like, well, no, it wasn't. The way she was trying to make these jokes were like really try hard.
I feel like she tries to
try hard.
push like the boundaries of what's good and what's bad,
Yeah,
and she's like, "I'm gonna try to reach bad as possible."
yeah. It was like she was real try hard, and she was like, one thing that like that I remember him saying in one of his episodes of is that in comedy, cussing kills the comedy. It doesn't make it better, to him at least. It feels like it's just it kills the comedy.
Well, that's like the
You
fact
don't
that a lot of
need
people
the cuss words to make it funny.
A lot of people believe swear words just like ruin a sentence where it's like, they don't fucking listen anymore. Like that's like earlier when it's like, stop swearing. It's like I fucking can't.
Yeah.
Like that was the humor of it, but a lot of people would be like, "It's so
And that's
funny."
probably why last night my roommate decided to get really like snarky with me because he was telling us a story about. It sounded like he was complaining, and then my question to him was like, "Do you need to be in a fucking relationship?"
What you can do is you can cut out the ending and put it later.
Right. I don't really care. I just like it. Just sounded like he was complaining, and I just you know me. I just am like, does that really fucking matter?
And then he went, "What about that year-old lady who doesn't get Medicaid?" And he's like, "What?"
Yeah, net neutrality. I
I think the best thing is he probably won't listen to these episodes at all.
don't give a shit.
He can't make the hour time for it.
So the kid would like jerk off in class underneath his desk. What I would imagine the way he did it was like he would like reach really far underneath his desk.
What if he's like pulling out the tweezers and just going to town?
I feel so bad for him.
I do too.
That's Nights of Hyperion podcast.
That's a real bummer. He said I feel really bad for him. He like, and that's like a real bummer.
Not
Right.
wrong.
All right. Veedo the Gray.
Ling-Ling.
TamTam.